Hey, yo, welcome back to the Social Exiles podcast, where we literally exiled ourselves from our own fucking podcast for 2 weeks because of dog shit scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, god damn. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute, but we decided that this time when we come back, we got to bring on a guest, one of our friends for a long time. Why don't you introduce yourself, Yorga? Who are you? What do you do? Where can we find you? Like, what is this?
Yeah, so I like making YouTube videos, streaming, being on VR chat.
Start streaming instead of start record because I'm an idiot. You're good. You can continue.
And then good. And then so I basically got into VR chat like 2.5 years ago with Manga Community with, like you and Heads. And 2 years ago trying to find my footing in streaming. I was also big into RuneScape at the time. I have 14,000 hours played in that game, but I quit it before I got a job. Like first decent job I had. Yeah. And I'm a year and a half sober on that. And it's been helping. So now I'm just kind of like, I got into VR chat again back in November after getting fired from my job. I was like, what do I do now? So I lived back home with my parents for like 6 months, and I was like, I want to move in with my best friend.
Mhm.
And then you could see this neck brace. I had like vertigo, and it's still not resolved. But I don't want to go to the doctor. Any healthcare. If they don't diagnose me with anything, I can't, do whatever. But so I was like, okay, still got this condition. So I looked at my savings. I was like, yeah, I'll just keep making content until I run low on money, and I have a job lined up for when I do need the money. Um, and I also from last year I got my like financial licenses and stuff. I still have that for another year and a half. But for now, I'm making content, YouTube streaming, doing all that stuff. Just helping out wherever I can because I like meeting new people and working with people. And there's been a lot going on content-wise over the past few months. But glad to be on here and glad y'all invited me because
Hey.
we've been homies for a while. So it's
Sorry,
fun.
my chat pop off. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, whoops.
Yeah. That's a secret. You'll know when it releases, chat. Don't worry.
No, it's like it's. I've seen you like slowly like disappear and come back over like the last like the month with like few months of like content creation and stuff. And I'm like, man, homie's been around. Homie's been through some shit. So I figured we'd like get you down for a proper podcast and talk about life. And also we got to catch up after this anyway, so like later tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Last year was like because I had since I had a day job, I was like wasn't getting on VR chat along with having like one crazy roommate, another roommate that was just kind of annoying where I just like for some reason that just having to talk to them about explain to them anything, I just didn't want to talk to them like as much as possible. Like I was like, I don't want to talk to y'all. I'm already tired of it. But now I live with my best friend, so it's been a lot better. It's just the people around me making noise and getting used to sleep. That's like the only issue. But I'm kind of figuring that out. I'll order some on Amazon the next month or so when I visit my family. So yeah, it's been fun. And yeah, like I said, I've been going through or like you said, I've been going through some stuff the last few months. But I'm kind of getting it resolved. I'm kind of like used to it now, and I'll get it figured out slowly over time. But at the current moment, it's not affecting my day-to-day life much at all. So it's been going good.
Gotcha. Wow. I'm glad to hear it though. At least like things are better in like your fucking living situation, especially. I have not had to live with roommates. Like I've joked about living with Heads, and like obviously that'll be an experience. But I think like me and Heads are just like such adults that we're just gonna be like, "Yo, you need to not do that." Like I feel like if I do something, Heads would just look at me like, "Yo, that's disgusting."
The biggest thing about like trying to find somewhere to live for me is like you never know who the fuck you're gonna get as a roommate, right? Like unless you like know the person beforehand, like you're gonna get some fucking weirdos. I guarantee you, dude. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've known people beforehand, and I'm like, man, this guy is really cool to hang out with, but oh my god, he is not cool to live with.
I remember you telling
the case for me, bro. No.
Like,
No, you're gonna
I
find me
fucking-
in my room 90% of the time, Heads. I'll
Okay.
probably not gonna leave.
Yeah, Canes knows what I'm talking about with that one, with the past roommates that I've had in the past. I'm not gonna name which of them because some of them are really cool.
Okay, so
but-
Heads, I'll run a hypothetical with you.
Yeah,
I'm the kind of person who would want to probably, if we had to do like household chores, I'd probably I would make a Discord for it.
Make a Discord for our fucking
Just
chores.
have a chores channel,
What?
dude.
Oh
You
my god,
terminally
chores channel,
online
dude.
All right, so here we have the
Yo, how-
dishwashing channel. This is the channel for sweeping
Well,
the floors, and
just
this
like
one's for
laundry
cleaning the
schedule.
gutters.
I'll be honest.
Trash
I would just like
schedule.
do the dishes.
Yeah.
Like if there's a dishwasher, like I'm just gonna toss all the dishes in there, turn it on, and then walk away. But then I'm gonna forget everything in the dishwasher.
Dude.
Like that's
See,
like the
that-
dishwasher.
Sometimes I get
I'm
stuff
okay
out of the
with.
dishwasher, so I don't have to unload it. You know, I just get it when I need
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, like that I'm okay with. Like if you run it and that's fine, that's cool. But if you leave a dish in there for like 4.5 weeks and it's growing its own ecosystem,
can't
I'm
do
gonna come
that.
in there
I-
and
I
I'm gonna
rinse-
It would
hit you with
be
it.
in my. It
I
would be
rinse
in my
dishes
room
in
at
case
that
I don't
point
put them in
over
the dishwasher.
over
I'll rinse the shit off the dishwasher and make sure there's no like shit in the
Yeah,
garbage disposal or
that's
anything.
smart.
Yeah,
In case I don't get to it. I don't know.
Dude, I can picture
You know.
myself, me and a Kane sitting on the couch watching TV. He gets up, puts his fucking dishes in the fucking sink, sits back down, goes on his phone. I get a fucking DM. Our fucking channel goes off. Hey man, your dishes are piling up. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yo,
yo, bro, I don't know how to tell you this. We
Only-
got 3 plates and a fork. It's a code orange.
Oh
You're gonna
my
stack
I'm
up.
gonna put the card in the fridge.
No!
I'm gonna put the card in the fridge.
What did you
Yo,
say?
hold
ever
on,
seen-
no. Like,
You ever
okay,
seen Dr.
the,
Seuss?
Yeah.
Which
Where it's like
which
dishes
Dr.
stacked
Seuss?
up like
Oh,
stacked up like
yeah.
an impossible Jenga tower, like going like this, kind of like that.
Yeah.
hold on.
The-
Look, because the,
The dishes
reasoning
are somehow
I'm going
spelling
with,
cryptic messages.
the reason- y'all taking the piss, but like the reasoning I'm going with is like because some people they'll have like, hey, yo, it's fucking Tuesday. You take out the trash on the fucking fridge. What are we fucking apes? Nah, motherfucker. We got Discord. We just have a channel where it's like, oh, we just have everything just typed out. Oh, it's there. Sick. I just click it on my phone.
Is
Oh,
today
yeah, today's
vacuum
my-
day? Check the pins,
Today's
idiot.
my vacuum.
So-
We're apes,
Oh, yo,
we're being
fuck
wanna-
vacuum. I'm getting a Roomba, bro.
You want to know how I know he hasn't had roommates? Because everybody else who's had roommates would just be like, I would just take the fucking bag to the garbage when I leave the house next time. What?
It probably is going to end up being like that. I don't think we're going to actually like the ideal situation is like, yo, we'll just talk it through Discord. But like, if it's just me and Heads, it's probably just going to be like, oh my god, lol, yo, rock.
You know what's
paper,
gonna
scissors,
happen?
go take out the trash.
Nah, you know what'll happen? You'll be DMing each other back and forth. Yo, man, I left some trash there. Can you grab it? Yeah, I got you, but you owe me a pizza tonight. All right, cool. And that's the end of the conversation.
Dude. I hope Sarah doesn't watch this. I'd be like, yo, Heads, you should invite Sarah over. Like,
Oh god.
Don't
He
bring
starts
her
turning
over,
it.
bro.
He starts turning into like an Edie Spaz. Like, I don't like the way he talked to me. I don't want him over here anymore.
no,
okay?
you know, like, you should invite
Yeah.
Sarah over, and then like we just procrastinate the chores until maybe Sarah gets annoyed and then does it.
Oh, no.
Dude, I feel like she'd kill me over that. She'd kill both of us.
Sarah, if you're watching
sure.
this and you kill him and you need a character witness, hit me up.
God bless. Just be like, yeah, he didn't do his fucking chores, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like you don't understand. The dish was in there for like 86 weeks. Like the germs were named Hank, Fred, and Bill.
Oh my god. Fucking.
So I have
moving on.
actually I have a question
Go ahead, go
for
ahead.
all of you. Take a look around your room. What's the oldest dish you got in your room right now, if any?
I don't like eating on my PC, so I don't actually. don't have any,
Mine
but
was
I have
30
a
minutes ago and I ate
bottle.
Blizzy, but does nuts and bolts from a PC count?
Probably this one. I have some dishes from like I don't know, a few days ago, but I usually don't like leave. There's nothing more than like a few specks on it.
I
usually.
I
That's
think the
fair.
max I
just-
leave it for is a day because it starts getting. I hate the fucking smell. I just can't deal with it.
Yeah, I'll usually take like
It's pretty
plates
work.
and bowls and shit out of here like immediately after. But if it's a cup, like for example, I got my coffee cup over on the side that I can't show. I just realized.
Mhm.
But I got my coffee cup, and that's usually like the longest running cup I'll ever have, and that'll just be like, oh, that's the coffee from yesterday. Then we go rinse the cup out and just reuse it because I don't feel like making 86,000 coffee cups worth of dishes.
I look to my left and I usually don't have like alcohol bottles on my desk. It don't look good. I'm gonna
Oh
just
my
pull
God.
it up.
Oh, show us the shame.
So there's the Hennessy. There's the wild turkey.
Oh, wild
It's
turkey's
wild
about to be
turkey.
wild
There's-
empty. Wild turkey's
The
delicious.
Seagrams VO.
Dude,
Canadian
finish your
whiskey.
alcohol, bro. This guy's switching it up.
You gotta have
Okay,
different
listen.
strokes for
Okay,
different
listen,
days.
listen. All right. No, now you're pissing me off. Why the fuck are all of them like 10% full? Just empty the bottle.
Dude, those are gonna be there for like I need a thinking day. I'm gonna take an edible and then I'm gonna fucking get the rest of it, you know.
Dude,
But this is from This is from Friday, Saturday. So like,
you know what this reminds me of?
celebrating a homie.
Go on.
There's a commercial for Grey Goose vodka where these dudes are just golfing, and I'm like, bro, golf is not a sport where I would get drunk and be able to hit the ball. I feel like this is not relatable for most people.
No, this is not
Oh, yeah.
relatable at all.
I was like, I don't understand some of these commercials, like in the past, like 5-10 years, how they're like,
What the fuck?
what consumers are they going for? Like, are people doing this all the time? That you like
You
get tipsy and play a little golf, you know?
You want to know how they would have made that relatable if the fucking video was a dude just ripping chunks out of the grass around the ball on every swing and his friends were just laughing hysterically at
Yeah.
him. That I could relate
Or
to.
you do the jackass prank where you like get a bunch of old guys pissed off because you have the air horn in the trees.
Oh,
And they're like,
Oh
they're
my
so mad
God.
they throw golf clubs
Oh, I
and golf
love
balls at
that
them.
prank.
Yeah.
Or my favorite, the dudes that run the
So good.
drone cars up on the golf course, and then like the kid dudes will just kick them like 8 miles away. And it's like, dude, holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
That I can relate to. Oh, you know what commercials I really miss and I wish they would do more of? The Jack Leaks commercials where they're fucking with the Sasquatch.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit was
I love
Dude, that
hilarious.
shit's so old. I
don't
forgot about
know
those
what
things.
the fuck you guys are talking about. What the?
You know what Jack Links is? Heads?
No, you
Beef
want to pull it
jerky?
up? Do you want to pull it up?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Yeah, you want to throw it? I got it. Hold on.
Dude, I feel like not
So
even
people-
people at home know what
commercials
we're
are
talking
that
about.
good anymore. You know?
Commercials fell off, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
commercials. fell
commercials
off.
don't hit the same.
If
Oh,
ads
wow.
on Twitch were better, I think people would be willing to watch them. But it's like, I don't know, like, where's the target audience? You know, if it
Yeah,
was
here, I'm
target
gonna put it
audience,
in the
it'd be
podcast.
better to
text for
watch.
you.
Yeah, I'll play it. I'll play it right now. I'll play it on.
Oh, you're gonna play it?
I'll
Awesome.
share,
awesome.
I'll share screen it. I'll share screen it.
For people who don't know what we're talking about, we're gonna pull
Yeah,
it up.
yeah,
Yeah, because I have no idea. All right, I got it.
All
I
right.
got it out now.
Already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greatest hits. There's a greatest hits. Wait, how long is this
What?
fucking
Yeah.
video?
Jack Link's
Number
Beef Jerky
11.
presents
Dude,
Messing
there's
with
probably greatest hits
Sasquatch.
for Terry Crews Old Spice commercials too, because those were
Oh,
really
Oh,
my
there is.
god, I forgot about these.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, fucking taser.
Shake.
Jack Link's Jerky.
Wait, how long is this video?
It's like 6 minutes. We don't gotta-
6 minutes of Jack
I'm gonna watch all of
Link's
them.
number 11, dude. Burger King foot lettuce. What the fuck? Wait. We gotta watch number 1, dude. Which one
Okay,
does
let's
this guy
all
think?
reopen it. I'll reopen
Yeah,
it.
We'll
we
watch
gotta-
number
come
1.
on. Dude, we gotta see which one is this guy's favorite.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it
that
up.
was some good RP by that Sasquatch. I tell you, that looked like a lot of fun.
All right, let me know when you're good, heads.
Yeah. I'm good.
I think this is number one. I think this is number
Wild side.
This is the one, dude. Hawks.
Let's
Jack
see.
Link's Beef Jerky presents Messing with Sasquatch.
Oh my god, it's a golf
Oh,
one.
golf course.
It's a golf one.
No fucking shit.
Hey, big fella, want a cold one? Yeah, that's it. Come on, you can do it.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed you wild side.
All right, okay.
Dude, I love that shit, dude.
What
It's
the
so
fuck?
simple, but it's so funny, dude.
Dude, the commercials are so good.
OG commercials are the shit.
What the fuck was that? Oh,
Oh,
my god.
god.
All right,
Listen, all I'm
I can
saying
see where
is,
the hype is.
that is why. That
Dude,
is
if
why I still buy Jack Links to this day.
If I see ads like this on Twitch, I would even be mad, dude. I would
I
even be
know.
mad.
Twitch, hit up Jack Links.
Twitch needs to get that together. Speaking of
Yo,
fucking,
Jack Links, if you want to sponsor me, let me know.
speaking of which,
Oh.
Yorga, this is something I asked Heads and like I myself fucking talked about. What got you onto VR chat the first time? I don't think I ever asked.
So I was watching like Robin Crumpet's stream after like because early 2020 I was watching XQC and then he went in the lobby and I kind of like have that in the back of my mind, which I think is the most important thing to get people
For
to
people
come
who
to your
don't know,
stream.
Waffle Gator and Murder Crumpet.
Yeah, Raw Forget or Murder Crumpet. They're in the back of my mind, right? Because I was like, I'd seen them like on that stage. I was like, oh, VR chat's interesting, right? A bunch of
Mhm.
different shit can happen. Because back in early 2020, they were allowed to get away with more shit. It was like fucking
Oh,
lap
shit show.
dancing on people, like point of view shit. Like it was crazy shit. And I saw that, and it was in the back of my mind, right? But I didn't go to their streams yet. But then, like a month later, I got recommended their streams on like either the homepage or recommended channels or something. And I was watching with Robin Crumpet, and then eventually became a regular viewer. And then after a couple more months, around like August or so, I was just in desktop VR chat, and I was like, I want to look at some of the worlds because there's some stuff that looks really cool. So I was on there for like a few months and just talking to some people. Some of my IRL friends got on there, and we like hung out a bit. And then in around October is when I started finding more than just Rafflegator and Murder Crumpet streams. I started going to other VR chat streams. I think from there, and then finding Crazy Mango's community is when I kind of like got like hooked in or
And
whatever.
that's when we met.
Yeah, there's always like
yeah.
a tipping point for people on if they get into a game for a long time or not, I think. And I
Mhm.
would say that was my tipping point. And it
That's
was very
tipping on
fun.
for all of us too.
Yeah, it was a very involved community back then for like a good, at least, well, for me, it was like 4 or 5 months by the time I joined.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. Like there's like stuff happening all the time. It was like there'd be like game nights, movie nights, this and that. People would hang out in VR chat all the time. And with the pandemic and everything, I feel like especially that first year, a lot of people were craving social interaction more because there's a lot of people that even if they were out and about a lot, were just like had to completely change their ways for
Yep.
especially that first year before vaccines and everything came out.
That's when I saw a
But
lot of normies get on, and I'm like, oh, these are normal
yeah,
people, not even game
yeah,
before.
and it was a big boom for VR chat. There's a lot of different people getting into it. A lot of people meeting new friends and everything, which it was a nice silver lining for the all the shit people had to go through the pandemic. But
True.
from there, I would say I was on VR chat permanently. Once you buy like VR and stuff, I feel like you're just in.
Oh
Even if you
yeah.
don't get in VR a while, you still get on, talk to whoever you met and everything,
Mhm.
unless you get busy or something. But that was pretty much my introduction. I still know a lot of the same people today. It's hard to keep up with everyone nowadays with how much is going on the past like 6 months. I bet like a ton of people in the past 6 months. But
Mhm.
it's been really fun trying to keep up with as many people as you can in VR chat. But I would say VR chat's one of the few places where I can have a bunch of casual friends, but because I'm the person where IRL, I just have a few really close friends. So it's a lot different
Uh,
from IRL in the sense that I have to get used to remembering keeping up with different people and what I talked about with them because I want to like be a good friend, remember things that I talked about with people. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's like a much different dynamic in VR chat compared to IRL. But that's pretty much how I got into everything, like the timeline.
Okay. Okay. It's fairly similar to like me and Heads, where we got like
Mhm.
hooked
yeah.
in at like in Mango Chord, and then we
Yeah,
went from
yeah.
there.
I
For
was
me, it
gonna
was a.
say
Oh, go on.
I was gonna say I definitely agree with the one thing you said, which is once you're in, and it's kind of why I'm not in right now because I know once I get in, I won't get out,
Yeah.
and it's like I want to, but at the same time, I'm like, should I? Should it? I don't know.
I mean, look
Maybe
at
I'm
me,
just
bro.
being.
I was like the last like 3 years of my life has been in VR. I met like a lot of amazing people. VR made me go to TwitchCon last year and meet a whole bunch of people. Like it did fundamentally change my life. So
That's
Yeah.
fair.
You were like three
yeah,
inches taller than I expect you to be, dude. I don't remember ever recalling like what you said
5'11".
your height was. Dude,
Yeah,
I thought you were like 6'1" or something when I met you, dude. You were like almost my height, but I didn't know if it was like the hair or what.
confidence.
Yeah.
It was the hair, the confidence, and he won't tell anybody, but
He
he's
was wearing
definitely wearing
platform
like
shoes,
2-inch
bro.
platform shoes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, boy.
yeah.
All right, buddy.
Listen,
Stuffing
all
his
I'm saying is
shoes, man.
he runs unnaturally fast in high heels for somebody
Yeah,
who
all
hasn't done
right.
it before.
Okay, that's crazy. I'm fucking
There's
gaslighting
a
me
lot
and
of
shit.
advantages to being short. I feel like it goes underrated. It's
Big
pretty.
Short is underrated, dude. You can
Dude,
fucking sneak
more
around
hiding
and shit.
places, better at
Exactly.
sneaking around.
If someone invades your home, right, because you're like
Naturally
2
at
or 4
height.
ADT security or something, you're more likely to be able to hide better than like someone that's tall. You know, it's like
Bro, I had my VR chat avatar is short on purpose. All I'm saying is like I was walking up to homies in VR chat and their titties be right in my face. I'm just a
That's
man of culture. What
by
can I say?
design, dude. By
Yeah,
design.
he's
the
thinking
homies'
smarter, not
titties.
harder. Look, all I'm
Yep,
saying
the
is
homie titties.
I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3" for a reason.
God.
Yeah, man. My
Yeah,
Dano's
alright.
2'6". Yeah, it's a power move. Yeah, I got people got to crouch to talk to me, dude. The power move. They
Listen,
got to come down to
Dano,
my
dude,
level.
the best
2'6",
avatar you
man.
could be.
You looking at that dookie POV.
Look, all I'm saying is the best avatar you could possibly be is something fuzzy and cute like a ferret or a puppy or a
This
really
man's a
fuzzy
little
hamster or some
tiny
shit.
dino, bro.
I'm
Because you're like
fleshy and
2'6".
disgusting.
Yeah, you're like
Look,
2'6" at that point, and
look at his
everybody wants to
necklace.
hug
That's
you.
what he is. His
I
necklace is
know.
literally what he is.
Yeah, you
I
could
know
get
it's
death by
genius.
Tuesday
I
at
know
that point.
exactly why he does it because everybody wants to give him a hug at that point because I'd be like, "Oh, look at you! I want to give you a peanut,
All
you
right.
cute little fuck."
So
What the
now
fuck?
speaking of the necklace, I just had a flashback to fucking Rob's stream last week where this motherfucker disconnected. Heads, what have you been up to for the last few weeks while we've
Yo,
been
so
Yeah, I've been wondering about this.
partly why we haven't been, releasing episodes is because I've been doing what is it? Gator Lobby? What is it? Ruffle Gator
yeah.
shit?
Gator Lobby, yeah.
I've been doing RP tryouts. Yeah. Been crazy. It's been super
that's what's
stressful.
up.
I haven't streamed. Well, I mean, I streamed now. Now I've streamed, but while it was going on, I didn't stream for two weeks. I was it was stressful, man. A lot of people dropped out. We started off with 28 people. I think it was like 28. And we finished off. How many was it? Did we seven?
8?
7 people? 8, 7
I
or
think
8.
8 people. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people got in with like pity votes. Well, I don't know. I don't like saying that, but yeah, everyone who was at the end made it in, right? The hardest part, I think, for most people was getting to the end.
The mental toll.
I guess so. Yeah, a lot of people, that I thought would have made it. They were pretty good RPers.
Yeah,
I
there were a
guess.
couple of people I thought would have made it, but sometimes people try and they like find out it's like different
Not
than
for them.
expected. I feel like
Right,
having
right.
expectations is always just ruined shit,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like it's not worth the satisfaction of meeting your
It's
expectations.
better to go in with an empty mind, as weird as that sounds.
But
Do that
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. It was on my mind. Well, I don't know. At least for me, it was a pretty stressful experience. That's why I didn't stream. Like, it was on my mind like 24/7. Well, not anymore. And now that I got in, now that the RP trials are over, I'm fine. Like I'm back to normal.
Congrats, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We gotta get you
Proud
in
of
next.
my
We got the
boy, dog.
pipeline. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
Honestly,
dude, yeah.
I mean,
Talk about that. We talk about that. I got Rob to mention oh, now we'll get that Indian guy in. I was like, yeah, man, that's the cycle because I had heads in my video. And then like because when heads thing, I related it back to my video, and then we had you in the video, and Rob was like, "So we're gonna get this Indian guy in next." And then I was like, he was like,
The
we
Indian
do need the
representation.
diversity. I don't think we have an Indian guy in the lobby.
just collecting cards like it's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny. I told my
Yeah.
dad about it, and he was like, "Yes, go be the Indian representation." I'm like,
Oh
"What?"
my god! What the?
He's like,
fuck?
I love your
represent the
dad, dude.
people.
He's like, "Go for it, my son."
Yeah.
He's like, "I told you, it's in our culture, it's in our blood. Our people are the way."
Dude,
I'm like, "What is going
I'll be,
on?"
I
Make
would
me
not.
proud.
Dude, I wouldn't have done it, dude. I was like, dude, I think I can be content, but I don't know how I'm gonna be under pressure. Yorga pushed me.
I
Yorga
think-
said, "Yo, go on."
Here's
I
the
think
thing
like
about-
the big I wouldn't have considered it if it wasn't for you two. Obviously, Spongy and other friends of mine are in Gator as well,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't have like considered it if it wasn't for the fact that I have like so many friends in there, and like I just love RP. I love being an idiot, right? So
the
saying
thing
is-
about pressure is I feel like you either turn into like a diamond in the rough or you like crumble under pressure. And I feel like some people that drop out, they
Or you
did
burst
well,
out
but
the pipe,
they
right?
were like, this is a lot of pressure. But I feel like the more you're in the lobby, the more that pressure goes down. Lazzy and Turtwig and a few other people, they just they'll just shit post in the lobby because it's fun to them, and some people enjoy it. So,
Yeah.
but they're having fun. You
I
know, they're
just
doing good
imagine
stuff.
Lazzie's fucking NSFW with Turtwig art. Fuck.
Oh,
Did you see the
shit,
art?
dude.
Did you see the
Worse
art
than
of their
Knock
fucking?
being pregnant arc, dude.
Yeah,
At
dude.
least
Yeah.
Knock is like wearing hot
fuck.
I'm
avatars.
sorry. Hold up. All right. Pin this entire
We got
fucking
him out of
conversation.
context.
What the
I'm gonna
fuck?
DM it to you because
Ooh.
I
Nani
can't show it
Des,
on
the
stream.
actual fuck. All right, like,
So
did I
Lassie-
zone out there for a minute? What?
Lazzie
Go
is our
on.
friend. He's another dino related person, right?
Uh-huh.
And Turtwig is a femboy. If you know what a femboy is a femboy in VR chat.
Okay, my ass
Um,
thought you meant the Pokemon. Go on.
Yeah, a Turtwig is a femboy, and they had porn made of them bugging and then having a kid. I'm not showing this on the podcast. I'm DMing it to you directly.
To get you an
But-
idea of what Turtwig
Off
is,
camera reaction. Hold on. Let me see.
Turtwig's-
Oh my god, you spoiled it.
It's naturally spoiled. I copied and pasted.
Go on,
Turtwig's 3 most known things is taking L's, coming into a bagel, and what was the third thing?
Oh, he's the dude that
the
came
fucking
in
dipping his
bagel?
balls in
That's what
sauce or
people were
something.
talking about.
Wait, that's why
Yeah.
they used the bagel emote for him.
Dude, he sent the video to a few select people. I know he sent it to Murder Crumpet. Like, I don't know who else he sent it to, but like that video
All right.
exists
I got
somewhere,
a question. Quick,
somewhere in the DMs.
All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the caption that sells it for me.
Tiz. Yeah.
That
The
is.
Tiz caption.
Let me explain to
Um,
you how far this thing went.
It-
So they have
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
there's images of them fucking, right? There's an emote of Turtwig pregnant and Lazzie's beside him, like looking glad. And then
I appreciate
There's
the fact that I'm
multiple
getting.
artists in the community.
Oh my
by the
god,
way.
there's like a whole arc to this. The kid is
There
adorable.
is.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I ask
Hold
a
up.
question?
What's up?
Okay.
Do
Go
you
ahead, go ahead.
think Lassie and Turtwig are one of those couples that would say we're pregnant? I hate that shit.
Yes.
Probably.
definitely,
Shit, dog,
I
like-
think so.
Yeah,
dude.
based
I
on-
think so.
I don't wanna be
Lazzie, of
judgmental.
course.
Look, I don't want to be judgmental, but just based on these pictures, yes, I
Dude,
do
Okay, I want to say this. I want to say this.
in a good way.
There's a bunch of artists in the community, and they all made art of like different phases of their relationship, right? And then last night we were on. Me and Headsup were in this fucking lobby, and somebody called Flimsy comes in, and they've created an avatar that is literally the kid in the art.
Really, they did the avatar too.
They are now the kid. It
That
has gone
kid-
full. This
the-
bit has gone far.
That imaginary
Lindsay's
kid
a
is.
very good dancer.
No, yeah.
I'm pulling
that-
up. I'm gonna pull up the art. I'm gonna share
That kid
screen.
is more
Art I can show.
artwork than most people in that fucking lobby. This imaginary character, dude.
Look.
Yeah.
Just take a look at this.
Uzu made the kid, right? For the concept.
I
Yeah.
think so. I have no
Such a
idea.
good-
it's fucking
It's such a
hilarious.
good
Listen,
kid, dude.
All I'm saying is, given what I am now learning, I like the fact that it's gone so far that an actual model has been made. Because like, if I was getting in on it, I would have made a render of the little fucker. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people like around the Golden Gator community and outside of it that are just willing to do shit for the memes. Like they'll put
bit.
hours
That's
of
the
work
best
into
part
shit
of
for the
the community.
memes. Yeah, it's just so silly. You never know what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, no,
Mine?
that's what
Share?
that's
Oh,
what
yeah, I don't
Heads has
mind
been up to, and that's
Oh.
why we've been super busy because a lot of the Gator stuff happens at night, and
Yeah.
we recorded our podcast tonight, and it just didn't add up. And also, like, if we were to
Yeah.
push it to Monday, I go to other RP lobbies because I like to RP on Mondays and Fridays, and so it just didn't work out. We couldn't push it. It just and then Emmy has work, and so it was just that's why we've been like stalled off. What I've been up to, since I want to fucking talk about this is my own shit. I touched this game called fucking BattleBit on the 15th when it came out. Okay, go for it, mom. My mom's grabbing like laundry. I literally.
Oh my god,
got
she just
sucked
took your fucking set piece down. What the hell?
Hey, it's how it goes.
Yo, this one's gonna be on Nuke's top 5, dude. It's gonna be like your
Did
mom's gonna
you
be running around
Number
like, what was that? What was that?
Did you
What caused
see in the
your door
background?
what caused the laundry to come off the door?
Dude,
As the
I'll say this too.
podcasters were giving their spiels, it just
Yeah.
fell from the door. That gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Dude,
Okay,
I'll say
go ahead.
this. The reason is so we used to record like Keynes was saying, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., right?
less
And
than-
and that's why you see the solar flare coming out this guy's fucking window right now. We moved the recording time to reasonable day hours, reasonable fucking people hours.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
You say
like-
reasonable, but this is like the worst time for me. Oh my god.
It's literally the only way we could like get like a guest on so they're awake from drinking like degenning late at night and not be super late in the night where we're cucking people from the lobby stuff too. And like, oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was talking about how I got sucked into fucking BattleBit. For the last month, I've been playing like BattleBit every fucking day. I did like 12-hour stream. I got so fucking addicted to this game. This fucking Roblox looking ass game that has tactics, that has like mechanics that are good as Squad and Battlefield 3 put together. And it's just been a fucking ball of a time. It like basically fucks the shit out of these AAA studios. So I've been addicted. A lot of people, I'm sure a lot of people know about it at this point. I've been like hella into it. And aside from that, I've just been doing like the RP lobby stuff. So like I've just been busy as shit. So I have fucking work. I could do my other fucking IRL responsibilities. I get on, I stream BattleBit until late at night, and then I'll do like whatever the fuck I have to do on VR chat. So it's been a shit show.
Nice. Yeah, I've been playing that game. I'm not a fan of the fucking gunplay. I don't know what it is. Not a fan of it. But dude,
He's
I'll
bad.
go.
That's the problem. He gets killed.
No, dude.
It.
I'm an
No, he's
FPS
not
fucking
decent. I'll
player.
give him that.
I'm an
I'll give
FPS
him that.
gamer,
He's
dude.
decent.
Listen,
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking
dude,
with you. It's
I don't know
okay.
what it
Put
is
the knife
about the
down.
guns
Put
in
the
that
knife
game,
down.
dude.
A lot of
No, I
people
don't
complain
know.
about
FPS
head
games.
bobbing.
Well,
I couldn't
He's
deal
like
with the
frosting.
So
Oh my!
one
Tell
of
me about the
things
guns in this
I'll
game.
say, I did not like the guns in the game until I hit like fucking whatever level you get the Scar H at. When I got the Scar H, I started farming, and then I got the Vector at 70. I farmed even harder. I have the P90, it's really nice. G36C is really nice, and then I'm getting
you
the
got a
FAL, which is
G36?
apparently like a better version of the Scar. It's a 3-shot to the body, fairly stable gun, and like it's good close range, good long range. So I'm probably gonna end up using that at 140. But you're right.
Three
the
shots
fucking
to the body.
beginner
The
gun.
fuck is the fire rate?
The
fast,
the it's medium fire
Medium.
rate.
All right.
Yeah. But the thing is, 3 shots to the body, my reaction time is fucking decently well. Like it's pretty decent. Like with the Vector, the reason the Vector right now, submachine guns in the game are broken. Because submachine guns function like a submachine gun. But here's the thing, the effective range of the gun is too fucking long. So I can hit the range of a Scar with a fucking P90.
Yeah,
and that's a little bad. And like I have really good reaction time, so I'm just like brr, brr, brr. The amount of times that I've been in the top 5 of the kill feed has been like, I'm like, man,
something's not
How
right.
much recoil is in that game?
the M4A1 recoil was kind of brutal for me.
Yeah,
a lot of the time you'll find yourself, unless you're going specialist, which is the sniper class, you're gonna find yourself using a red dot sight instead. Because unless you're using specifically DMRs, which by the way, the Scar functions like a better DMR. I'm just gonna say it.
Really?
Like, if you're gonna use a DMR, you may as well use a Scar. Or you're gonna use like the bolt action snipers. Like you may as well use a red dot sight on your gun. You're gonna be fine. You'll be able to just pixel peek and kill people.
Yeah, I've been devastating with the fucking snipers, dude.
I've been devastating.
Those are my guns. Those are
I'm a spacebar barbarian, so I like jump around, and my reticle goes way
you
out.
have a lot
it's
of
like
fun.
a habit. It's a habit I have. So the reticle goes way out in other FPS games I've played, and I'm like trying to shoot. I'm like, fuck, I keep pressing spacebar way too much, but it's just a habit. I couldn't kick.
You'd actually do really well in this game because like the amount of mobility you have, depending on your class.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like you're in the same boat I do, where you play a lot of the fast paced like Doom and Halo based shooters where you could run and hop around and blast shit. So in the games where they're like, hey, you move more than 2 nanometers a second and your reticle's the entire sky. I can't play games like that. I'm so bad at those.
One of the reasons it's so toxic is a little thing. I don't know if they're gonna change it anytime soon. if you place Claymore, so you can place 4 Claymores, right? Before you have to reload.
No.
So you can place 4 Claymores, and then you can reload off of a supply bin and place 4 more. But the thing is, the original 4 you placed have not disappeared. If you die, those 4 original Claymores that you placed have not fucking disappeared. So literally, what I've done is I'm a W key warrior. I will W key into the enemy backline, kill them, place 4 Claymores in a bush, in a fucking corner, in a doorway. People just, and like ways you just can't fucking see them right away. So you're running and you're gonna run through them. You're gonna die because you don't expect the enemy there. So I'll W key, I'll kill the enemy, I'll put down Claymores, and then I'll die. And then as I'm running back to that same location, I'll see at the bottom of my kill feed, I'll be like, boom, dead to Claymore. Chris died to Claymore. Mattress died to Claymore.
Why are you naming the homies?
Do you have to detonate
Yo,
it?
Why are you name dropping people? Also, by the way,
What's up, Yorga?
you would never. Oh, go ahead, Yorga.
Oh, I was going to say, do you have to detonate the Claymores in that game, or are they like
Nope,
automatic?
if they
They're
walk
motion
past the
detected.
wires, if they walk past the 2 wires, or I guess lasers, it'll trigger it.
Oh,
So
okay.
that means me and you could never ever play this game together because I'd be right there with you, like put one here, put one here, put one here. All right, I'll put one over here. All right, get this corner.
Dude,
I got this
I've
corner.
had half my team. Literally, half my team hates Claymores. The other half loves Claymores. And so, like, dude, like I've had friends watch my stream because we've had like lobbies that's like there's like 30 of our friends on the enemy team and like 20 of our friends on our team. And the people will watch the stream because they want to get the drops. There's a lot of drops in the game.
Yeah.
And they're like, Canes, I'm dead and I'm watching your stream and I fucking hate you. Cause like they literally like they're just watching me Claymore, and I'll put it back to back. Like there'll be like 5-6 bushes. I'll put in this bush, walk over this bush, walk over this bush, walk over this bush, and I'll get like triple kills with Claymores because the entire
my
group of homies
God.
runs through.
Yeah.
It just
And,
gets
like,
detonated.
blow up. Yep.
Yeah.
And also, I
yeah,
loved it so much. I commissioned a friend of mine in VR chat to make a Claymore in VR chat that functions. It's got lasers. It's got my logo on it. I place it down at a drinking lobby, and people walk by, and it blows up, and they literally scream my name. And I just little hard, but just little.
Oh
little
my
hard.
And you're just like, take a shot, bitch.
Yeah, literally that.
Yeah, Yorga. You said you have a habit of in FPS games jumping a lot. Is that like a habit you picked up from Combat Arms?
Oh my god.
Well, it continued in Combat Arms because I
Hey, yo.
put probably like 3,000 hours in that game, but it was ruined by Nexon, like a
I
lot of
fucking hate
companies do.
Nexon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then
anything
but
to
before
beat
that, I would
each
say it
other.
originated from
I loved Combat Arms.
Halo and Halo 2. I
Yep.
enjoyed because they're
Yep.
like different than like when like the early Call of Duty games like World at War and shit like were coming out, and like I was playing Halo and Halo 2 probably like a couple years after they came out, like right before Halo 3 came out. I was
religiously
playing through the
playing that shit.
campaigns. Yeah, I was playing through the campaigns. It gives me a lot more meaning in FPS games. First of all, the like sci-fi like story and all that, but just the campaign itself and the fact you could co-op with like whoever's over. And my nephew would visit all the time, when he was like little, and he got into video games too. And me and him would be playing couch co-op, or me and my brother would be playing couch co-op in Halo. And because the gravity was like a lot less in that game, I liked jumping around because you can like jump, move over here, and then kind of do this thing and like shoot enemies and shit. And it's just a habit I picked up, and I just kept doing it. But Combat Arms at its best when you didn't have any hackers in the game, doing like Cabin Fever, zombies, or something, was so sick. The only thing I hated about that mode of Combat Arms, so for anyone who doesn't know, you have to start with at least 4 players, which I hated because I like when you could just solo get to like as far as you can, get the M32, get the flamethrower, get all that shit, and just destroy zombies. It was super satisfying because they all would like slowly chase you, like group them up, kill like 30 of them at once. It was awesome. I had a bunch of fun, but now I'm a washed up FPS player, so I don't play much FPS nowadays, but I might get
That's
back
fair.
into it.
I
feel like
that.
you would enjoy like Apex to a degree because it got that Titanfall movement, and like you can have a lot of fun with it.
You know how me and you would have ended up meeting, and I could already tell because I was the exact same way. Me and you would have been in a lobby together. I would have teabagged at you just to see if you would have done it back, and the second you did it back, I would have been like, brother.
There's a chance. Well, when did you play? Because I played like 2009 to 2011.
I played an unhealthy amount of Halo from going from 1 to 3, I wanna say from about '07, no, early '06 to about 2012 was when I was in, like, middle and high school, and me and my friends were obsessed with that shit. I would
What
play
about combat arms?
Combat Arms, I didn't have as much time in, but I did
Oh,
play the shit out of it, but I wasn't very good at it compared to Halo, but that
oh
was
yeah.
because I put,
I played
like
combat arms a lot more than Halo.
I
Halo's
think we
probably in
were
like
far too into Mabinogi at that point.
yeah, it's
yeah,
probably
that too.
hundreds of hours in Halo, but I was like 3,000 hours into combat arms
Yeah, for
because
me, it was the other way
oh, it was
around.
so much fun.
I had, like, maybe, like, 300 hours in Combat Arms and then, like, 1,400 hours in team doubles alone on Halo 3.
Mm.
Oh
Like,
shit.
I would skip school, like, 3, 4 days at a time because what would happen is, if my parents ever watch this, they're gonna be like, "I can't believe you did that shit." Yes, I can. They would drop me off at the bus stop, right? And then as soon as they would drive away to go to work, I'd be like, "Alright, guys, bye," and I would just walk back home.
What the fuck?
What
And there'd
the
be nobody there.
Mm.
And there'd be nobody there because, what would happen is my mom would go to work, and then 15 minutes later, my dad would leave. So what would I do? I would walk back home. I knew what ways he would drive because he would either go straight up the road to get the Governor Prince, or he'd go straight down the road to take the Pike all the way up. So what would I do? I'd wait at the next block over. I would just chill at my buddy Chris's house. I would just sit at the in-between bushes between my house and his house because there was a dirt wall behind me and a shed. So I'd sit there and I'd listen to music until exactly 8:26 because that was the latest he'd ever leave, and then I would just go home.
Oh my
That's
god.
so fucking
Dude, you got it
funny.
fucking down to a sign 8:26 the minutes, dude. The
My
minutes.
man
dude.
had that shit down, bro, dialed up. Bro, actually reminds me of when I was a kid and wake up. My mom would go to fucking work. And like my mom would get ready to go to work. She would make tea in the morning, and you should make tea at like 4:30 to 5. So I'd wake up at like 4:30. I would log into Mabinogi, the MMO I played at the time. And I'm like, I would do dungeons from fucking 4:30 till 7:30. And then I'd go to school. That just reminds me of that. But like you went home. You went back home. Like I just got up
Yeah.
early.
I would just sleep in
Yeah.
class, catch up on my
And the
sleep after
worst
watching
part,
Adult Swim.
True.
and the worst part is because I was at home. Every time they would call home and leave the voicemail of, "Hey, your kid didn't show up
You
today," what would
deleted
I
it.
do? Go *7,
Delete it.
and now nobody knows.
Yeah, delete the evidence. Wipe
Fucking
your fingerprints
menace.
off the thing too, in case your parents get really like.
What
paranoid.
happened during dude, Emmy, what happened during like parent teacher interviews, man?
Teacher shit.
Oh, at parent-teacher conferences, I would get lambasted, and they'd be like, "All right, look, if somehow he's pulling in like a C average. He does really good on the tests and the homework, but his classwork is suffering because we never see him." And
That's
they're like,
here.
"What do you mean?" They're like, "What do you mean you never see him? He has a C average. He has to at least show up for that." And they're like, "Well, no, that's the thing. He's at 24 out of the 26 allotted absences, and he's only got a month of school left. If he hits 2
Oh
more,
my
he's not allowed."
God.
All right, so here's what I do. I go to school every day, and then I skip the last class, and I just rotate the last class out
What the
every single
fuck?
day. I would go
Yeah.
home early every single day,
That's
and I
smart.
passed.
Dude,
And
Nice.
do the bare minimum when like extra doesn't get you anything extra in your resume.
True.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what am I going to put on my resume? I tried hard, and like at that point, I knew high school was bullshit. I'm like, what do I put? Oh, I tried hard in high school. Nobody gives
My
a
high
fuck
school
about
teachers. My high school teachers were all like family. Like they actually cared. Like I actually was like very lucky. I don't know, Canadian high school, and at least Western Canada. Heads probably can
Yeah.
speak for his own experiences. And one of my teachers took me aside one day. I think it was grade 11. I was in psychology class. The people knew I was like a NASA kid. Like they knew I was like a part of the NASA club. They knew I was smart. Teachers knew I was smart because I was in class. I'd ace everything in class. But I'd take the homework home. I'd put it on the bed. I'd put it on the sofa, and then I'd go and play Mabinogi.
Oh no, dude.
And then I wouldn't do any of the
man.
homework. MMOs, bro.
MMOs used to
gonna-
be. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say I'm going to try something, but I think you're getting ready to say something I'm about to agree with really hard. Go on.
MMOs used to be fun, man. I don't know if it was me.
Thank you.
Just the
I
moment.
swore off MMOs except for certain exceptions.
I don't know if it was just because, like, you know, as a kid, I had nothing going on, you know. So yeah, I can
Bro, it was
waste.
a second life. It was
I
insane.
can waste
Like,
exactly. I can waste all my time. It's like I'm living a sex. Like, dude, it's like VR chat for kids, dude. It's like MMO. Like, I'm a fucking sorceress right now, bro. Fuck it, you know.
It didn't matter how much of a fucking loser I was IRL. I was
Yeah.
a brawler in fucking Mabinogi, you know? Like,
Yeah, and now like I'm sure like Final Fantasy is better than any other MMOs that I've played, right? I just but now that I just like the where I am, like I can't spend 8 hours a day just fucking gaming. Well, not on a fucking MMO.
I did it, and it cost me 3 years of my life with BDO, and like I can't do that. Like, it's just functionally I cannot. Like, productivity wise, it's not it. It's not it. I did like 12 fucking 14-hour grind sessions a day, like, and I would spend like hours with the homies. But what do you log out and your fucking IRL life is terrible, you know?
Yorga's probably there thinking, oh yeah, 8 hours. It's cute.
Yeah,
played
no,
fucking
I
RuneScape,
was
dude.
like, I
I was
was
gonna
like
say-
sleeping in school by day and getting PK and RuneScape by night. Like that was
I was about to say,
like,
the other game that took my life away from me was in fact RuneScape. So yeah, you guys are like,
I
oh,
love
8 hours a day. I'm
RuneScape.
like, y'all are some amateurs, man. Listen, I don't want to hear shit from you until you figured out how to get it to run off of a fucking flash drive at school, so you could be woodcutting while you're fucking
I had
listening to the
I
teacher
had
do
BDO
shit,
on a
dude.
USB drive, and I would log it in at school. So at college, I'm not
dude,
even joking.
I was playing some RuneScape in community college, dog. I was like,
Yep.
because when I unlocked
You-
the Prep
my level
Dentist
of
to, like,
addiction was
Elvis City,
bad.
I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna play RuneScape when the teacher walks by. I'm gonna alt tab into like whatever the fuck I was doing. And so like I'm like I can AFK. I was like, you log out automatically after 5 minutes. I was like, all right, I got my thing done. I'm just gonna farm some woodcutting XP or something, and then just alt tab and do
Oh my god.
Dude,
That's fucking
God.
great.
I just remember
Yeah.
like I would like have my laptop open at work too, and I'd do enhancing in BDO while I'm working on like Saturdays. And I'm like, I remember my RNG was like, okay, I only enhance accessories on Saturdays at work because I got the most success rate there. So clearly my tinfoil hat approach is working. So I would tinfoil only because in BDO, if all your gear can degrade, but accessories, when you're enhancing accessories, it can just break and explode. And by it can, it will. So I would just be sitting at work like on the touchpad, like click. Customer would come in and be like 1 second, and I'd watch the enhancement. Yeah. All right. Let me go talk to this fucking customer.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, my first time ever playing WoW was WoW Classic when it first came out, and I'd play it. So I work in a lab, so I would maybe put it like a PCR. It maybe take like an hour 30 minutes, and I go back to my desk. I should be looking at research. I should be like studying shit. No, I'm out there fucking leveling in WoW. One time, I went out for like a smoke break. When I used to fucking hit the jewel really hard.
Oh, I fucking
and
hated
I
when
made
you did
one
that
of
shit.
I made one of my lab fucking peers. I was like fishing or some shit, and she's like, "Can I try?" I was like, "Sure, yeah." I'm just gonna go for for a little jewel. I come back and she fucking drowned me somehow. I don't know. She got me killed or some shit. I was like, she's like, "I'm so
God
sorry."
damn.
I was like, "Yo, what the fuck, man? I was just fishing. How do you fuck
told me
that
you
up?"
were a noob.
You
I
fuck
don't even know.
up fishing
I was in
WoW.
I was in a city. Like I was in like a town, like by some water.
How do you
I don't know if she
drown?
killed me. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I forget how she killed me. I forget how.
I
was
don't
in
think
a
I've
town.
ever drowned in a WoW other than like I was getting PvP'd. Like, what the fuck?
I have
So
no idea.
look, y'all are talking about WoW and shit, and then I'm over here. That's ironic. I can't believe we got on the topic of like old ass MMOs of all things.
Hey, it's far more
I'm-
interesting than the ukulele bitch that I see in the topic. So
Look, that was just like a fucking hit. We could talk about that
I
later.
don't even know about her either, so someone would have
Look,
to
look,
fill me in.
Yeah, I have no
I'll
idea.
explain
we'll get to
if-
that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, I'll explain that if we get to it because it falls under worst idea ever. But that's not the point. So the old MMOs, I am literally in the middle of making a fucking class guide for Templar on Ion of all fucking games for classic Ion, and I was like, huh. They don't make MMOs like this anymore where you can like animation cancel weaves and shit. You can fucking have a dynamic PvP experience where you go out in open world, kill somebody, and then get rewarded for it.
Yeah, BDO used
Like-
to be like that, and then they changed it, and that's when people started
Well,
quitting.
that's the thing. Like BDO tried to take the open world system that Ion took. What are you eating there? That looks delicious.
But slowly eating bacon.
Bacon.
Oh,
Bacon.
Sheesh.
Damn, I wish I had some bacon. Anyway, BDO had the open world PvP system that was kind of like Ion's idea, but worse. Because with Ion, it was you pick the faction, and when you were on that faction, you just had enemy players on the enemy faction, and then you'd be able to siege and do like similar shit to Node Wars. But the Node Wars that you would do on Ion would get you gear specifically to make you better at PvP.
Mm.
So you were actually incentivized to go out in open world and kill people or go to the siege.
Whereas
And,
BDO, we were just toxic and we did it because it gave us enjoyment.
yeah, exactly. It went from, hey, we're sieging you in army-based warfare of like 200 v 200 to fuck you, spot take and fight me.
Yeah, well, also like our Node Wars, like, dude, you missed it, Emmy, because like you weren't there. But like there was like Node Wars where like 3 fucking guilds or like 2 guilds backstabbed us, and I just got mad, and I just went, all right, we're gonna fucking. I can't say the gamer words like ever. We used to say
God.
we used to
Yeah,
say
easy
like
there, buddy.
RAPE. We used to say RAPE. It's
Oh
not even
my
that bad of a gamer word.
God.
Well, we used to say that, and we were like, we're gonna fucking kill all of these motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we technically did, because 3 guilds, right? Total of 90 fucking people versus our 35. So technically there's like 105 of them. Could not fucking push us off the node because I was so mad, and I gathered my guild. I basically rallied the troops against.
Yeah.
Oh God.
you gave them the
feel
bardic
that.
inspiration, and
feel
all of
I
them
did,
were
I did,
nearby.
because I was like just cussing up a storm. I turned my boys of like a mess, because like I was a backup shot caller that day, and like my shot caller was fucking exhausted. I could tell. And I just got tilted, and I went on hard tilt. So we would like circle around the node, killing every guild as they came. We did not wipe once at all. And then the node war ended, and we declared war on all 3 guilds, and we just went fucking half.
Holy
We
shit.
just, holy fucking shit.
So, you know how you said I got like just to kind of pull back to one of the other topics. You know how you said I got real specific about what time I went to, avoid having to go into school to be able to play all this shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just did some stalker level shit and looked up the area. It's in basic Blender geometry instead of like an actual like snapshot on Google Earth, but I found the exact spot I used to hide at on Google
Oh,
Earth.
What the
Christ.
fuck? Some random bush. That's the bush. That's the
No,
bush.
no, I shit you not. I shit you not. Here, I'm gonna do a little
Dude,
out of context
rainbow
screenshot.
squashing, dude. Make sure you don't
I'll
tag him
pull
in
it-
your Twitter
I'll
post,
pull it
otherwise
up.
he
Dude,
will
it's
dox
funny.
your location.
Hey, make a
No, well,
fucking
here's the thing,
TikTok
I
out
don't-
of it, dude. A million people are gonna see it.
Here's the thing. That's cool and all. I don't live there anymore. Please don't fuck with the family that's there, because I am like several
I'll
thousand miles
pull it
away
up
from
on
this
share
location.
screen if anything. I'll pull it up on share screen.
Yeah, hold on. So we're gonna do copy image.
Dude,
All right. So I snipped this exactly how it would be. All right. So when you get this pulled up,
Mm-hmm. 1 second, I
The
just gotta
house-
make sure I don't fucking leak shit.
no, you're good. It's a non-contextual screenshot of like just.
Oh, that's been my tab. Sorry. There you go.
Oh yeah. All right. So this exact screenshot, the house on the left, all the way in the back, is my neighbor's house, which they got a new driveway. Good for them. But the house
Yeah.
on the right is my house. Behind my house is like an enchanted fucking forest. Okay, there's nothing back there for
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, you would be
and
like
then you-
right there.
No, so you see this tree here at the bottom. So move your mouse all the way down.
This
All right,
one.
so so you just crossed the road to my neighbor across the street. That hill is a steep incline, and then when you get past the edge of their backyard and right where that like blocky tree starts, there's a ditch that slides down to the other
This
road
thing?
on the no. So no. So at the top of the tree. So go
Oh,
straight
okay,
up.
okay.
Yeah. So right where your mouse is, there's a little ditch that me and my friends used to cut through to
Oh.
get to my buddy's house. So what I would do is I would come home and I would come up the back from another road, and my neighbors would snitch on me if they saw me. Fucking assholes. I had to like cut through yards. It's so what I would have to basically come home one of 2 ways. I would either sneak up through the bottom of this picture and then sit in between the ditch and the porch, or the ditch and my friend's shed, because nobody could see me on either side. And then what I would do is if I needed to see if my dad would leave, this hill was something where if I was able to poke my head up, I could see down it and then see the front of my house. So I'd poke my head up and I'd look for the car. If the car was in the driveway, I'd chill. If it was gone, I'd go. Right?
Oh yeah.
And now you'd think like, oh, dude, this is genius. This is foolproof. I did this for about 2 months before my dad called on.
What the fuck?
And what he would do is he would leave, and then this fucker would come back.
What the fuck? He fucking yeah, dude.
So
maybe he was doing the same
here's what I
thing.
then had to do. No. He wasn't doing the same thing. He was doing it specifically to catch me, and sometimes yes, the same thing.
Yeah.
But it was something where I would go and make the move. I would sneak and get across the road. Right. I would go inside. And the thing is he has a loud car because he likes the sports cars. I'd hear him coming back because he had a specific exhaust on the car. So I knew it was him. So I'd be in the house and I'd hear the car. So now I got to scramble, go downstairs, right out the back door, hide in the fucking woods for 15 extra minutes. And the thing is I'd peek around and I'd see him fucking standing at the edge of the backyard looking like he knows I'm there. Like he knows I'm fucking there.
Fuck? What the fuck?
Like, dude, and the thing is,
I was imagining all of it.
I'm like 16, 17, and this is back when I would drink a lot because I was a high schooler. So I'd be halfway tipsy because I would take a little bottle with me, and I'd be like, it fucking knows I'm here, man. He's fucking looking right at me through the leaves.
Yeah.
Please don't come back here.
Dude, what's
That's
the
funny.
percentage? What's the percentage chance do you think that Rainbow can actually like geolocate that exact location from that image?
Dude,
Dude, you know how many
honestly,
people are like,
stuff.
you won't find out where this is. He literally every time he takes us a challenge, he'll post the exact fucking like
found your house.
longitude and latitude and like he's been popping off of these TikToks where he's just like, yo, like people be like, yo, I took this picture 30 years ago with my dad and I don't remember where it was. Could someone tell me where this was? You know, because
And he'd just be like, found it. Here you
yeah,
go.
play
And the
that.
thing
like,
is, oh yeah, that picture
Aloha
right there,
music.
he would find that in about 4 seconds. The only reason why I'm cool with sharing it is because I'm not fucking that about 6,000 miles from there, so it's okay.
No,
No,
yeah.
about,
I'm
I'd say
kidding.
about no, maybe 6,000 is a bit much. I'd say about 3,000.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
funny.
it's insane. I saw one TikTok of his. He's like, that's not just an. He found a location from a video of like a crack in the ground. Like he found the location of a crack in the ground, dude. Like what the fuck,
Dude?
I don't know.
If it's the same dude I'm thinking of, he found a location by matching the textures of the grass.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
no.
This
So,
dude
like,
somehow managed to racially profile grass.
No,
Yeah.
no,
How do
he
you do
literally.
that?
I think I know who you're talking about. Rainbow, like yeah, the dude. I remember him explaining it, and this is actually how I started getting better at fucking GeoGuessr. Is he was like, this kind of clay is only in this part of Africa, this red clay, and I'm like,
dude, how the fuck?
and then he was
do you
like,
know that?
this dirt and these trees are only in this part of Scandinavia, and I'm
You see this
And
woodpecker
so,
fucking
I-
this
I-
other
I'm like-
woodpecker sideways? This is only in the South American region. I know
was
where
playing
we are.
GeoGuessr. And there's a GeoGuessr map in VR chat. Like it's like the fucking 3D image, like all that shit. But they're like a 360 image, right? And like
Yeah.
it's basically GeoGuessr, but it's in VR chat. And I'm sitting with my friend Anime Dork, and I'm just like, the sun is over there, and those trees are only found in Russia, Scandinavia, and some parts of
What
northern
the
Canada.
fuck?
But this water is clear, so it could be the west coast of Canada, or
Oh.
it could be Norway. I'm gonna go with Norway, and I click, and I get it exactly on the spot. And Anime looks at me like, "You need fucking
Alright.
help."
All right, look, that's way different than the experience I remember. Because you would do that, we'd be in VR chat, and you'd be like, yeah, you would say that exact thing. Select Norway, and they'd be like, yeah, this was Brazil.
Oh my god!
50%
just
of
Were
the
you there with
time,
me one
it
time?
works all the time.
It would be
Oh my
something where
God.
you would you'd be like within 200 miles, or you'd be
Dude,
on the
I'd
other side
either
of the
be
planet.
on exactly, or I'd be off like way by miles.
Wait,
Yeah, it's like,
actually, Yorga is what, dude. You're the one that got me into fucking GeoGuessr actually from your
Yorga
stream.
Heads and Yorga together got me. This is funny. Funny how
Oh
this
God.
Wait, what got
Oh,
you?
God.
Into,
It works for
what got you into
everything.
GeoGuessr? I just realized, I'm like, dude, the reason I play this game is because of fucking Yorga.
I think it's because Ludwig was playing it. So when
Oh.
Ludwig got into it, I think he really helped the trend of GeoGuessr, and he brought a lot of
True.
popularity to it. This is before Rainbow rose to popularity because Ludwig was playing it, and he would play with different people, and it was like really popping off because Ludwig in general, like seeing him go from like just some melee commentator Slime's friend to like being super popular was really cool. But anyways, he would release a bunch of GeoGuessr videos, and this was like a couple years after he started blowing up. So by this point, his videos are getting like millions of views, and he was doing GeoGuessr for like months. Like it was quite a bit. But yeah, he was popping off of that, and then I started playing it because I was like, yo, this game looks like really fun. And I don't know a lot about different countries, but just from playing that game, you learn a lot about like recognizing different languages, the clothes people wear, what the streets are like, what like some of the rural areas are like, depending on which category you're playing. And it's really cool. And now GeoGuessr is expanding into like quizzes and other stuff, just
Mhm.
to keep people on their site. But whatever you got to do to stay afloat.
Yeah,
As long as it's
that's
not scummy,
crazy.
I'll
It's fun. I didn't think I'd have so
I'll
much.
be like
Yeah.
down.
It's funny how the pipeline goes from like fucking one thing to another.
Yeah, we're on this
Yeah.
one timeline. This is the only timeline we're on. Any decision we make, butterfly effect could have been like different
Yep.
timeline.
Yeah.
Oh, I scratched my ass with my left hand. Awesome. I picked my right
Yeah.
hand
Well.
today. Oops, I ended the world somehow in one of the threads.
Oh
Oops.
God. Oh
Yeah.
God. Not the
Whoopsies.
threads.
Speaking of
Yeah, no.
threads.
boy.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Before we keep
Go
before
ahead,
we
go
before
ahead.
we we're talking about whatever. Like what got you to play GeoGuessr? What got you to decide to? I was curious. What got you to decide to want to try out for the lobby? Like how did that
Oh,
come
right, we
up?
never talked about that.
Yeah.
I was
I want
watching
to go back to that kind of stuff.
I was watching Knock in season 1 of RP Tryouts. So if you don't know, like the first 2 seasons of RP Tryouts for the Golden Gate lobby for anyone listening, was something that I feel like was long overdue because people always like there's always new people going to the lobby and people that got to leave because either work
Life.
or school or life stuff just happens. But August last year, August 2022, Rob was like, okay, let's do these RP tryouts, get new people in here, because at certain times it's like RP for some people will be like stale. You got to get new people in, make it more fun for everyone. People can bring new
Right.
stuff to the table, different personalities. So when I saw Knockers go to the lobby, I was like, that's awesome, man. Good for him. But I got this job, so I don't think I'd be able to ever be able to do it. Then in October, I got fired, and I was like, oh, they're doing a season 2? Oh shit. And I was like, I didn't think about it immediately after I got fired because I went to TwitchCon like the day after I got fired. I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then okay, and then after that I got cut. The only thing good about October was TwitchCon. Everything else was shit. The fucking being fired, getting COVID, getting bitten by like 100 ants in a second, and fucking what was the other thing? Having to move out, dealing with my dumbass roommate who watched Aiden Ross 24/7, but not gonna go into that.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
Wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I was like, okay, I'll move back in with my parents for like 6 months, and then like my plan initially was to like, okay, I want to better diet and exercise so that when I do go back into work, I can actually have energy after work because I hated even working from home. When my hobbies are being in my room on a chair and my work was working from home being on a chair, I'm not getting any exercise and diet stuff, right? It's just my laziness multiplied tenfold.
Yeah, it's a downhill slope.
Yeah,
I feel
so
that. That's my
that was
current
my plan
situation.
initially. Yeah, but then the lobby tryouts were happening. I was like, okay, let me film a video. So, Heads helped me out, and then Toasty stopped by. The video ended up working out, and then I was learning a lot as I was in it. I was really like nervous in the tryouts, but those first 2 seasons of tryouts were like you show up once a week, and you got to perform, just not be the bottom like 10-20% of people, and you don't have anything to worry about. So eventually I made it through. And then once I started getting into lobby and integrating myself, it's like the more you're on camera, the less you have like nerves and stuff. You have nerves like I would say right before RP starts and all that because you're not sure if a character's going to work out.
Mhm.
But it's a lot less than when you're first being on a
That's
camera
usually
in
how
front
it goes
of
with typical
3,000
RP.
people.
Yeah.
at all times. But what I did was, if you have nameplates off in VR chat, and you just don't worry about where Rob's camera is if he's invisible, you just be as consistent as possible. And
Just focus on your
people,
character. Have fun. Focus on you.
yeah. So I just had fun with it. I had to adapt. I think adaptability is important. And it ended up working out. So, that was fun. And I've been having a lot of fun the past 6 months. There's like
That's
so
the shit
many
I like to hear.
cool things have been happening. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know Jimmy's become like a big player in like all the RP events and all the stuff you do. Was he also in the RP tryouts? Is that where you guys met, or?
Yeah. Jimmy was on an alt account known as Walker Fade 1G, because his whole
Wait,
his whole thing.
Walker Fate. That is the edgiest name I have heard in so long, and I love it. Oh my god!
This guy. So you're all familiar with one.
Was
guy,
Jimmy the
right?
one who in that Discord who you're like added me to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, gotcha.
Jimmy, you're all familiar with one guy on Twitch, right? Like some Twitch guy gets one guide by someone in chat that's just like a negative Nancy or saying some dumb shit. So there's an emote for it, and it's like a whole thing. It's like, oh, you got one guide. It's not just like a term people use when you get trolled by one specific person in chat. Jimmy basically role played as the one guy during the tryouts, because he's done multiple things to one guy Rob in the past, and he just kept doing it in, like, he was just shit posting in the tryouts. He was like, I can't RP, but I'm just gonna like one guy Rob and have fun with it. So he's on this alt account called Walker Fade 1G, which Walker Fade's apparently something from Natural Selection, which Rob used to play a lot, and Rob hated those things.
Oh god!
He had an avatar made of a Walker Fade from that game.
What?
And he
committed to the bit
he didn't
hard.
tell me how
Holy
much.
fuck.
He said it was a pretty penny, right? But he said he did that all just to like XDD Rob, and he gave Rob the avatar. And then like he named himself Walker Fade, which is the thing for Natural Selection, and 1G stands for one guy, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, but me and the Trouts were always hanging out, and he was always there. But he got eliminated because he can't RP, and he was selected as detective in Murder Mystery, which if you're the detective, you have to be able to RP. So he got eliminated from that because he dropped the ball. If he didn't get that, he would have been able to do a couple more weeks of one guy and Rob, which would have been funny. But I'll say this about Jimmy before I get to the other things that's like more relevant with that me and him have been doing. His best troll in the RP trials was he so Rob was playing what was that game called? Summer of last year, the fighting game, the Looney Tunes and all that shit.
Oh, Multiverses.
Yeah, he was playing Multiverses.
That was so fun, dude.
He was playing Multiverses, and him and Joe
fast.
were doing. Yeah, they were going 2v2 against some other team, and the other team, the guy beat him one game. He pretended to be that guy because that guy streams on Twitch. He pretended to be that guy, came into Rob's chat, was talking shit to him, and he revealed this in front of Rob. And Rob was just like, almost had like an aneurysm on stream. Was like, "You were that guy?" Because like Rob thought it was actually that guy that came into his chat.
I am that guy,
after playing the game. Yeah, and he just like pretended to be him, came to his chat, and like just started some shit, and it was so funny.
On his Jimmy Doria like account.
Kind of moments, yeah. Yeah, Rob was pretty pissed, but it was.
I think I saw that stream. I think I saw him like
Yeah.
screaming one day.
Yeah, it was funny.
Fuck.
Yeah, but now Jimmy is more like the behind the scenes guy who's like helping people with content. Like he does like programming stuff. He's very like organizational, the shit I don't like doing. So it is honestly a perfect pairing because like he does for like all the things we've done. He does like organizational shit, and then I'll like try to add some like creativity to it, come up with ideas, and then we both reach out to people, and then we both do things. That's how I got heads onto the Thank God You're Here stuff, because I wanted I wanted to get you on there to kind of like work with some stuff, and then just encourage you to do the trials, because I feel like it's a good like change of pace and stuff, and it's really fun, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize that like they have different expectations of what the Golden Gilder lobby is, but I think it's it is what you make it, and if you have fun with it, try different characters. You meet a lot of people, and it's fun. So
Yeah.
you don't have to show up there 5 days a week either. You can show up in like just both the RP days if you want, and it's a good time though.
Right.
Chows downloads his bacon afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'll talk to
Yeah.
you about the fucking my scheduling for TG whatever. Fuck. Thank God you're here afterwards, Yorga. Fuck. What was I? Yeah, we're okay. Wait. So we kind of covered this aspirations question because we did miss that earlier. Thank fuck. Oh,
When you
threads.
go extra and you knock out the topic. Oh, threads. I'm gonna steal your information version of Twitter.
Oh,
So Twitter.
That's pretty much it's pretty much just Twitter. It's just Twitter, Instagram themed. Like it's like it's just
yo, take my homework, change it up a little bit though. So
Yeah.
you don't know.
I won't lie.
Don't make it obvious you copied my homework. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
It-
No.
So I'm one for I love competition because I'm like when it comes to capitalism, competition is the way, right? Like competition it kind of breeds excellence in our fucking current system. And so I've seen like 81 different fucking Twitter clones come out in the last fucking year, like and more realistically 6 or 7. And like I tried one of them before because I was not going to sign up for Blue Sky. I was like, you're stupid for like being a private fucking thing, right?
For after, don't worry.
Yeah, I was like, I thought I was like, Blue Sky's stupid for just keeping everything private, all that shit. But I get it; they're doing their coding. I saw what was this other one? Hive. Hive was just dog shit off the gate. I tried that; that was shit. And then Threads came out, and I was like, I'm not gonna bother. And then I heard his Instagram's thing, and all I had to do was click once or twice, and I'm set up. So I clicked in. I installed Threads. I immediately it recognizes my main Instagram account, and I was like, okay, create account. It's like you're gonna have the same tag. I was like, perfect. I don't have to do anything. Do you want to have the same description? I was like, nah, I'll make a new one because whatever. Boom, I'm in the app. It was like the fastest setup, and I was like, that alone is gonna get a lot of people. So
Yeah.
that's why in the first day it was like something like 40 million signups or something crazy the first 2 days or some shit. You're like, it's because all you have to do is click, and your Instagram account, boom, becomes Threads. Yeah, there's issues with that. There's still many like quality of life things missing, but it's it just like there's things missing that you get from Twitter. Like they're like obviously it's fucking Zuckerberg's thing, so he doesn't like porn on it. 2, he wants it to be way friendlier, which obviously Twitter is a doom scrolling landscape of like you get on Twitter, you know you're gonna see titties, you're gonna see some happy shit, you're gonna see some fucking dog shit, you're gonna see some vile shit, but then you're gonna see some cute shit. Like it's just a little bit of everything, you know?
Yeah.
There are 4 F's to Twitter. You have the funnies, the felonies, the fucking, and the fuzzies.
Those
But
4.
pretty accurate.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4.
That's a good way to put it.
4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like it's not bad. Like I mean, it's cool. Like it provides something different. And at the end of the day, the biggest thing for me was I was just like, I'm just happy that there's now competition because now these motherfuckers might start pushing out some shit that they wouldn't have pushed out before. Why am I Italian handing? And all I'm gonna say is, as a creator, I'm just like, get me more shit to put out my shit, you know. So I'm just like whatever. Just give me more options to like sell myself to the world, right? Project myself rather.
so the funny part about the whole Twitter versus Threads thing is Elon and Zuckerberg were already kind of beefing with one another.
Yeah, I saw the fight
And
thing.
they're like,
are actually in a fight.
hey, we want to have a cage match. And the entire internet went absolutely. And then I have never I have never ever I mean this. I have never been more proud to be part of the Italian heritage than to know that the Italian government went, "Hey, do you guys want to have the fight in the fucking Coliseum?"
Oh my
What the
God.
fuck?
Yeah,
I
they're
put
like,
the news article. Pull that shit up. Pull that
Yeah,
shit up.
okay.
It's the
Dude,
actual news
Force
article.
every
I'll pull
audience
it up,
member
I'll
to
pull it up.
cosplay in like Spartan armor or some shit.
Dude,
Just
they
like,
literally were like, you could have it in the Coliseum. I'm like, wait, you mean the Roman Coliseum? Like,
The Roman Coliseum, dude. Listen, all I'm saying is if that happens and one of them kills the other one and it sparks the end of the world, I called it. I called it. That's all I'm saying.
What the fuck?
Yo.
God.
That's so stupid.
God damn. I love the memes that come from it. I love the meme. Dude, I was just like, and the funny part was like when Elon Musk challenged him, I'm like, I remember the most recent video I saw about Zuckerberg was
It's
him
like some
winning some Brazilian
jiu-jitsu
jiu-jitsu
tournament.
thing,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Wait, dude, Elon's gonna get his ass kicked.
I'm like,
Come on, dude. Listen. Any man that thinks barbecue sauce is a shelf ornament shouldn't be fucked with. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dude.
Dude, a homie won a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tournament, and I'm like,
You know what? I think
oh, that's
the
not
one
easy to
thing
do,
that'll
bro.
get bruised more than Elon himself is his ego, dog. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
listen,
dude.
this is what's gonna happen. Zuck is gonna turn into a fucking lizard, and then Elon's gonna bust out some discount Iron Man suit, and we're about to have the fight of the century, dude.
He's gonna have his fucking not a flamethrower on, like,
Elon's gonna
Yeah.
try and freeze him because he's
Regenerate
cold-blooded.
this.
This is his weakness.
yeah, like, I honestly let him fight.
Yeah,
let him-
let it happen. Let it
Let him
happen, dude.
cook.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I'm just like, hey, bro, listen, like, y'all had so much promise. Both of y'all had so much promise, and y'all just both do some dumbass shit. So honestly,
If
you
both of them
won.
get
Both.
concussions, the platforms aren't going to get worse because of that. They're going to get worse because that's the trajectory they're on.
True. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love the reality we live in sometimes.
Yeah, I was
'cause
gonna
there's
say,
just so
Yeah.
memes.
Sometimes the reality TV we don't like appreciate it as much because of all the dog shit things happening in the world. But I like to appreciate these funny things.
I do too, because these are the things that make me laugh instead of cry when I think about the current state of affairs in the world. But more importantly, it also made me realize I don't care how hard you try. Nothing I have ever watched has been that funny ever. Ever.
Bro.
Like, reality has a way of just really, really being a cut above the rest.
Dude, okay. Good, sorry, good.
No, I was gonna say there's no way we're not living in a simulation, but you go ahead.
we
have a
We
topic
100% are. Oh, go on.
I've been wanting to bring out for a while, and
What's up?
and especially since Yorga's here, it's called the Mandela effect, and it's been bothering me
yes.
hard.
I have a couple of those. I have a couple of those.
I have. So for those of you who don't know the Mandela effect, it's where it's the idea of like that, like two universes crash together and two people have a completely different memory of the history. It's like for an example, Berenstain Bears versus Bernstein Bears.
We can
I
probably
remember Berenstain.
pull up a list.
I'm
Different
pulling,
Mandela
I'm-
effects.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got you.
Okay.
Hold
There's
on, I'm pulling
especially
it
a
up.
lot of them I've noticed are like in commercials, like old commercials where people remember it one way, but it's like not.
So I
Oh, yeah.
have here's one of Pikachu.
Oh, you have
I
a
remember-
Pikachu? Yeah.
Y'all see this shit?
No, I remember that shit.
The weird thing about this is I wouldn't doubt if 4Kids just changed his tail for no reason.
Hold up. Here's one that bothers me. Fruit of the Loom.
This
I
one
remember
fucks me.
this.
This
I
one
remember
fucks
this.
me.
What the? Do you guys not
Which
remember
one-
the fucking little corn
Which
hat?
one's the real logo, dude? Which one's the real
don't
logo?
know. To me, it's the one with the corn hat. Also,
The one
I
with
just
the
sent
corn
you one
hat
of
for me.
Canes. I just
Yeah,
sent you one of
so-
Canes. Y'all remember Curious George?
So apparently, if for the Fruit of the Loom
yeah.
one, apparently the one on the right is the real logo, and there was never a cornucopia there.
Yeah,
I always
the
remember
cornucopia was
there
always
being
there.
a cornucopia. Yep. I don't know.
Yeah. So So this one here, remember Curious George? Yeah, his tail never existed.
Huh? When the
Oh,
fuck?
come on. My immersion's ruined, dog. Like, what?
What?
I mean, come on.
He never had it.
Or DBZ of a
He
tail,
never had a tail.
Exactly. They cut it off so he can't go fucking 8 mode anymore.
Dude,
I
I
think that
still
Curious
refuse
George
to
is just
believe the Fruit
Gohan.
of the Loom one. I refuse to believe the Curious George one. And then one that really fucked me as when I was younger, when I first heard of it, the Berenstain Bears, the Berenstein Bears.
I
Like,
sent you another one, by the way. Y'all remember the Oscar
Wait.
Mayer wieners?
Which one's the
Or
right
like the
one?
bologna and shit?
The right one is the Berenstain, the one on the right.
Listen, all I'm saying is if it's anything other than the one on the right, you fell into the wrong timeline.
I think it was the one on the right too. I remember there being an A, but they're like, no, it's the E, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I just
No,
remember.
I think it's the one on the
people
right. Is
pronouncing
the
it as
right one.
Yeah.
Berenstein, but I
So
don't
so
know if
which
it's
one? So which one is it? So which one is it for the Oscar Mayer? Which one?
I don't even know what Oscar Mayer is. So this one I've
It's like a
dodged.
shitty meat fucking.
Yeah, it's
something.
not a good meat, but if you were a kid at some point, you probably had this shit because
Yeah, like you
vegetables are
probably
made
had
out
their
of.
bologna out of anything if you were a kid.
Gotcha.
I don't eat bologna anymore. I fucking.
Dude, this shit fucks with me because I'm like, bro, like clearly most of us are from the same universe, but
Yeah.
So is it the right one? Is the right one?
the right one for Berenstain, right?
Yeah.
I remember this motherfucker having a tail, and I
No,
remember
he never had a tail. He never had a tail.
But the question is
okay, I
it
don't know,
a
actually.
memory thing or is it like in the moment our mind like places the tail there, right? Because
Actually,
like optical illusions, other shit.
I remember
like
him
that
having
shit
a
where-
small tail. I remember him having a small tail, like a little stub or some shit.
'cause our,
But
our vision and mind shit can do weird shit where like when like the
we
word
add
jumble
stuff.
shit.
We add stuff.
The
to
word
ourselves.
jumble
Yeah.
shit where like you have a word, you scramble it up, it's like an anagram, and then you could still read it off correctly. You
Bro,
know what
there's
I mean?
a Fruit of the Loom with a plate. I remember there being a plate at some point too.
I remember the plate.
I
So,
remember
I have
there
a
being
question.
a cornucopia and then a fucking plate, and then now there's this fucking nothing.
So I got another one for you. Y'all have played Monopoly, right?
Yeah.
He never had a monocle.
What?
What?
He never had a monocle.
I pictured him with a monocle.
I
Right here,
remember
right here,
that
right
one.
here.
Nah,
Right here.
I
Nah.
remember
You see it?
that.
nah, right there. I just sent it to you. Oh, it's the same one. Yeah. Apparently he never had a monocle.
There's I remember him having a monocle.
on
glasses,
the,
I
and
do
then-
too.
on that,
I do
on
too.
that. I thought you meant on like the board game like logo.
I mean, technically, that's the board.
This is
game
like the
logo,
community.
right?
No, I mean this is like the community chest or something, right? This is on one of the
Yeah, it's one of
community
the
chest or
cards.
chance cards,
Yeah.
right?
So I have a question. Do you guys remember Kit Kat with or without the dash in the name?
Canadian Kit Kat looks different.
Yeah, can
I think
shit.
there was a dash, right? There was a dash though. I'm recognizing.
Yeah, there was a dash at some point. Yeah, because Canadians have like a lot more candy, or like a lot different variety of candy than we have. Fucking Smarties, and you guys call Smarties rockets, or like
Yeah, look, look. See the
you guys
Canadian
call
one?
rocket Smarties.
You see the Canadian Kit Kat right there on the right?
Who the fuck calls them rocket? We call them Smarties where I'm from.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. You guys call what we call rockets Smarties, but we have Let me show you. Canadian
Smarties is-
Smarties. We have this.
Yeah,
This
these
is what
are
we call
Smarties.
Smarties.
Mm.
Because British colony.
These are
Shit.
dope. These are
Yeah.
fucking.
These are actually
American
dope.
Smarties.
Like,
American
people
Smarties are
shit
very
talk
mid.
it because they're like, oh my god, these aren't the Smarties I'm used to. Fuck the name for a second. Just try it.
Listen. Those look better than the Smarties I've had. I want to try those, dude. Send me a box of those.
Yeah,
would
so
you?
you guys see the Canadian difference. We call it rockets.
Yeah,
That's-
I can see
rockets,
why, I
dude,
can see
those
why.
those are mid because I need good artificial flavoring in a candy as well as the sugar.
Yeah,
'cause
rockets
just
is
the
whatever,
sugar, it's
bro.
like
Rockets was like
it's kind of like
powdery fucking shit.
Do you have
Yeah,
bottle
All
caps?
right. I
do
have
you
a
have what?
question.
Sorry, Yorga?
Bottle
Bottle
caps? Yeah,
Bottle
candy.
caps. Look that
Dude,
up.
bottle
I
caps are
don't
delicious.
think so.
yeah, because they to me they have good artificial flavoring
Yeah,
along with the
I
sugar.
agree with
like,
I
that.
think we
Yeah.
do. I think we do. No, we don't have this.
Oh,
shit is
dude,
good.
that's a shame.
No.
They're so good. So,
yeah,
I
Smarties
got
are
another
good
one
sugar.
for you.
These actually have good like flavor to
I-
them. I think.
I got another one for you.
You guys have
the
Arrow?
pixie sticks. The pixie sticks.
Oh yeah,
Okay, I'll look up Pixie
Pixie
Stick.
Sticks and Fun Dip, dude. I'm addicted to Fun Dip.
All
Oh,
right,
yeah,
so
we have-
these
we
pixie
do not
sticks.
have that.
All right. So see these? I know people that used to snort those.
What the fuck?
Dude, I snorted Dr. Pepper.
Do you guys have
before.
this? This is actually some of my fucking favorite chocolate.
It was
Dead
really
A2O.
fucking good.
If we do, it's under a different name.
And you might not have it
Pulling
in
up.
general because Nestle is
Pull-
not in America in general. Like
Well, yes,
this
it
is
is.
this is
The
a
fuck?
mint. Oh no, like Nestle. A lot of the products in Canada that we have, you guys just don't have. Like Smarties, Nestle Smarties. You guys don't have it.
No, but aerated chocolate sounds awesome. Okay.
It is genuinely melt in your mouth. Fucking.
That just
Fantastic.
kind of sounds like a brownie bar, to be honest.
It looks like this.
That's
the left.
literally
Really
that's
fucking good.
literally those are literally our brownie bars. Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's great. I don't know if it's the same, but dude, it's
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely
Do
not
you-
brownie.
oh,
It's
do-
just
do-
pure chocolate.
It's not a brownie. It's pure chocolate. Yeah.
Speaking of which, do you guys have cosmic brownies up by you?
Let me look
Yeah,
it up.
I think we do.
I think we do.
The ones with like
We have
the
cosmic brownies.
colorful.
The
With
color,
the
yeah, we
colorful
do.
S-
We have
yeah.
these. I love
right.
these.
All right, look.
I like
all
them,
I'm
but
saying is,
I can only eat one or two before I feel sick.
Same.
is
yeah,
like,
that's
I
same.
could eat 2 of them.
I'm about to
before
go
I
to
feel
dollar
sick.
store to go find these, bro. I'm gonna go to Dollarama.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't want to be rude, but I knew a guy that if he was mad at you, he would pick all the sprinkles off and then give you just a brownie.
That's fucked
What the
up.
fuck?
Mm.
I'm so
I
gonna
wouldn't
eat it. That's fucked
I wouldn't
up.
mind that.
I mean,
dude.
like,
Those-
I still ate it.
Wouldn't that
but,
fall
like-
under the Eighth Amendment's cruel and unusual punishment? I think that would fall under there. You could go to court for that.
Dude,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
absolutely
Oh, dude,
Send
somebody
that
made
guy to jail, bro.
homemade.
Yeah.
It's a human rights violation in some
Hold
way.
on, somebody made homemade cosmic brownies, and that kind of looks like a cake. God damn.
I
Damn.
honestly feel like if somebody ate that, they would orgasm.
I might orgasm. I might make that
Dude,
just
some
for the
food
bit.
wars shit, dude.
Oh
anime.
yeah.
Wait, either and my clothes
strip.
fall off. Look, dude, the protagonist from Food Wars has ripped off more
Yeah,
clothing than most
cake
hentai
pops.
protags, dude.
They had fucking cake.
Mm.
What?
Wait, you've never had
Oh my
a
God.
cosmic brownie cake pop?
No, I didn't know this existed.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Your only hope of finding one of those in Canada is to go to a Starbucks.
Pain. Pain. I understand, but pain.
And listen, all I'm saying is it's worth it.
Probably
it's worth
is.
it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I went to go visit
Oh,
my
and then we
family
got
at one point.
sidetracked from the Mandela effect from Kit Kat.
Dude, fuck the
Yeah.
Mandela effect. We're talking about cosmic brownies now.
Dude, we went from something that like jars our reality and existence to comfort food.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
Yeah,
needed
we needed comfort in the fact that we got jarred from reality.
Dude,
Dude, that's
honestly,
my
I'm
mind
gonna,
all the
I'm gonna
time.
go buy these. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm gonna play. Oh God, I know what I'm going to after work tomorrow. I'm gonna be responsible. After work tomorrow, I have to go buy new glasses. Because, by the way, a little side top. I forgot to mention this. I was mentioning BattleBit, dude. I have astigmatism. I didn't know this. I have so basically my right eye is worse than my left eye, and this is just recent. It's apparently a
Same.
very common thing. And so in the distance, like my right eye will like muscles in my head will try to adjust my eye to focus it to catch up with my left eye. So some things are just blurry. And I
Yeah.
sat there and I'm like, damn, I've been sniping kids in BattleBit with blurry vision.
So you get the like you have the light in your right eye, and it's like you get the rays coming off of the light. Like there's like
That-
like
Yeah,
I get that with my left eye. Like I was just sitting here doing that weird shit where you could see me doing it with my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
definitely my
literally
left
sat
eye.
here
It's
one day.
definitely worse.
I noticed it when I played Valorant one day. I was playing Valorant with heads, and I literally sat there in a corner and I just did this. I'm like, why the fuck is my left eye better? Like, what the fuck's going on? I was like,
they have contacts for that for astigmatism, so you can
They-
not only get like your power adjusted, but get like something for astigmatism like specifically. Which is pretty cool.
I'm
shit.
I'm getting lenses that glasses that help me with it. So that's gonna
Yeah.
help. But I am considering getting contacts. I just hate like God, I hate touching
Yeah.
my fucking eyes, bro. I would love to wear contacts. Honestly, I think I mean obviously I have a mark from my fucking nose, my Indian ass nose, but also the mark on my glasses. But I would love to not have to have like something on my face all the time and just be like chilling, vibing, you know?
Wait, hold on a second. You've been in VR chat for 3 years straight, but you don't want to have something on your face?
Yo, but in VR chat I forget.
That's
The
what I'm saying.
immersion.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you've had an HMD on your face the whole time, are you gonna even feel anything else? Like
Dude, here's the
yeah.
thing. Do you see the mark on my nose?
Yeah, that's not from your glasses.
No. So here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what happened. I wore these glasses inside my VR because I didn't get the VR up to. There's lenses you can get for your VR, right?
Oh, your
There's
poor nose.
Yeah, so let me finish. There's lenses you can get for your VR if you wear
Mhm.
glasses, so you don't have to wear your glasses in VR because at the end of the day, without it, your shit's blurry. If you have to wear glasses, either get VR optician lenses or you got to find glasses that fit or wear contacts in your VR headset, or shit's gonna be blurry. Your eyesight didn't magically get better, your shit's still gonna be blurry. So I wear my glasses in my VR headset, and the thing is, there's one New Year's I celebrated from, I think it's 2022 New Year's. I celebrated from Europe all the way to the end of NA. So the beginning of Europe, it was 14 fucking hours in VR.
Yeah.
And my headset was on my face so long, I was bleeding. I knew I was bleeding from the top of my nose. But I was so fucking I was 2 bottles of soju in, I was a bottle of Captain Morgan in. I was vibing. I was still bleeding off my I was still bleeding on my face, but I was like, hey man, nothing gonna take me away from these anime titties.
Oh my god.
Bro was like, listen, I got real time 120 FPS jiggle physics. Ain't nothing making me take this fucking headset off.
Dude, no, I literally I have a high pain tolerance. So like generally if it's like a consistent pain, my body will just be like, Omega lol. Yeah, about that. You forgot about it.
Hey, you're bleeding. Okay. Take the headset off. Nah.
I learned this when I was in like India. It was like 2017, and I got a fever of like I think it was 104. I was like a degree off of my like internal organ failure, right? And I'm walking around, and the doctors were looking at me like, "You shouldn't be walking around. Like you should be in pain in bed." I'm just like, "Listen, man, just cure my shits. just cure my shits."
Pain.
He's like, "You should be
here. You should be in pain."
What the fuck?
And then like he's like, all right, pull your pants down. And my cousin was like, yeah, he's got to put a needle up your butt. But it didn't translate well for me. Like,
what, huh?
Because my Punjabi and my Hindi mixes, right? But in India, when they give you a shot to like calm down your fucking fever, they give you the shot in your ass because it hits like it goes directly to some fucking nerve. I don't know. And in my head, I just heard we're gonna put this needle in the pink of your fucking asshole. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
and I looked at my I looked at my cousin and I was like,
those are words I don't want to hear.
I would rather die. I looked at my cousin. I was like, I would rather die. He was like, my cousin looked at me like, just your ass. What do you would I'm like, my ass cheek or my and I had literally to do. He was like, "No, like no, wait, how do you think this is? Oh my God, it's India, man."
wait.
Isn't it weird that you're
It was
talking
one of those,
cousin,
like-
you had to go like this. You had to do that.
Like, yeah, it's a little weird. Like, you could have just been like, yo, are we talking about like the blast shield or are we about to go into the barn door? Like, that's
like,
all you had to say.
Because my cousin spoke like somewhat English, and I spoke like ghetto Punjabi and Hindi to them because like they motherland and like, and I grew up in fucking Canada, and like, so I'm just like, in the anus, the hood, like
in the anus,
and like the doctor wasn't looking, thank fuck. And my cousin was like, no, like
you fucking idiot, no. Oh my god.
He looked at you like, there's no way we're from the same gene pool, man.
Dude, we are from the exact, we're first cousins, so it sucks to be him.
Oh my god. Well, I got a question.
We own property together. Go ahead.
I have my final question. The last thing I'm going to bring up, but or topic. I'm going to ask Yorga first, and then everyone else, you guys can give your input. Steam Summer Sale. Any games? Anything you guys are looking forward to? Anything you're planning on buying? Yorga.
Yeah, so Jimmy sent me a list of shit that'd be good to play on stream and shit that's like just would be good fun for me because I barely played games, once I play RuneScape for 14,000 hours, Combat Arms for 3,000 hours, then watch YouTube videos mindlessly, I don't know, my attention span's kind of gone, so
Yeah.
I got sent a bunch of games. So the ones he suggested that are on good deals right now, Red Dead Redemption 2 is like $20 instead of $60.
Oh shit.
Skyrim I avoided games when I was playing RuneScape that were time sinks because RuneScape was already my time sink, and if I had two
Yeah.
time sinks, I would have no life, right? Because I was already no life in RuneScape, right? But I was still in school and working occasionally, um, so I barely. That's why I barely played these like really popular games. Also, Detroit Become Human is on there,
It's a good
and the
game.
Yakuza is on there. So
That's
I
a
was
good
gonna
game.
buy those four, a couple other games, and then I got two Nintendo Switch games I'm gonna buy, plus like another few games. I already have my capture card, so then I'll be covered for variety of shit for like the rest of the year because I plan on doing like one or
Yeah.
two streams of variety a week along with my other shit.
Yeah.
So
You're doing Minecraft 2 right now, right?
yeah, I'm hoping to finish that before Pikmin 4 comes out because
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 4. Everything they showed of it just looks amazing and like just new stuff. Plus, there's the core mechanics and everything. I'm just really looking forward to all that.
Right. So are you planning on finishing the solo like the Minecraft solo, or are you also like you're also talking about playing with Azusa, right? Is that the reason
Yeah,
you're gonna?
so I'm gonna finish the solo game on stream and then just probably play mods off stream. Once I
Oh,
finish the
okay.
base game, because
Gotcha.
I got my mechanics down. That's the hard part for me is starting new shit, right? Getting muscle memory down, whether it's like any creative shit, like video editing or streaming or anything. It's about getting the UI down and getting my muscle memory down as to, okay, what do I have to do? Then once I get into that habit, I can do it like a lot, right? So I get
Fair enough.
past that, like basically breaking the ice as to getting used to where to move my mouse and what keys to press. And then once I get past that, so like I've done with Minecraft now, so now I'm actually getting into it. It can be really fun. So,
Yeah, especially with mods,
finally getting
dude.
past that bad habit I have of not being able to continue things
Mhm.
after I start them.
Yeah. It's good. It's good that you're getting like the base game now because mods are a whole new demon, bro. You're gonna need to relearn a lot more, a lot of new shit, dude, just because of the mods. But yeah, the basics are important. What about you guys? You guys have anything you guys are looking forward to for the Steam Summer Sale? Or?
So
I'll let Eddie go first.
I actually have a confession. I'm gonna put it in the podcast text so y'all can look at that. I
Do you have
have a
like every game or something?
I have a disgustingly long list of single player games that basically me and my pops have on a shared account that we just buy, and
my
I have
God.
neglected
Oh,
all of
geez.
Oh
these.
my god.
I
Oh my
have
God.
so much shit that I could play, and I just don't. I
Dude,
just don't.
that's like the Netflix effect, dog. That's like where
Like,
you
pull
have
that
so many
shit up on
choices that
stream
you
if you can.
I'll pull it up right now.
when,
Hold up.
when you have so many choices, it becomes a matter of I already
I'm
own all these things, but how do
overwhelmed.
I want? Yeah, you're overwhelmed. It's like I want to make the best use of my time, but it's like you have so many choices. It's like which one did you play?
I
Back
pulled
in
it
the
up.
day,
There
it's
you go.
like you had your one or two games you got a Blockbuster, and you'd play that because that was what you had. But now it's like
Yeah.
there's so much convenience that
I see fucking
it's a
Vampire
hindrance.
Vindictus.
That's
My
Hell
part of the reason
yeah.
I haven't.
goodness.
There's a
Look
bunch
at
of
all
anime I
these
need to finish,
fucking.
games I need to finish,
Oh my
and I just
God,
go on
anime. Yeah.
YouTube, watch
So hear
pointless
me out.
shit.
I have 311 titles on this list, and I've played maybe 7 or 8 of them for more than
Shit.
an hour or two.
Oh my God.
Dude.
At least you
Jesus.
don't need to buy anything for a while, unless there's like a new
That was
game you
it.
really want to play.
Like, oh, are you gonna get this on the Steam sale? And I'm like, I'd love to, but kind of own it. Like the only thing I'm missing is like the Shadow of Mordor and like Shadow of Earth packs, and then I have like every Lord of the Rings game on. It's bad, dude. It's
You got a lot of games on your listing off games you don't have instead of games that you do. He's
I
like,
know,
yeah.
it's
He's
bad.
like,
It's bad.
he's like, I have everything except this one.
It's not my fault, dude. They'd be like, "Hey, you want this indie game pack for $7? Yeah, sure. What's in it? 157 games. Well, don't mind if I do. Shit."
You're like,
Jesus
yo,
And then
Christ.
I
you
don't
see all
play
the,
any of them.
most of
Jesus
the games on
Christ, man.
Steam, you see that future releases thing in Steam. Yeah, those are most of the games I don't own because it's not possible. It's just
Yeah, it's
like,
like, listen,
Yeah.
the games I don't have are the ones that aren't out yet. Like, look, all I'm saying is like when Mortal Kombat 1 comes out, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be playing that shit for fucking ever.
Oh god. For me, I'll be honest, my BattleBit addiction is probably gonna go pretty hard for a little while, but I'm waiting on I already own the game. I'm waiting on Baldur's Gate 3 to properly fucking finally finish and launch, and that
yeah.
happens.
Speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, can we talk about the Druid Bear thing that everybody is freaking out about?
Oh yeah, the druid. There's a druid bear fucking earpiece scene or some shit.
Yeah,
I saw.
You can fuck a bear.
Okay, so I didn't know if that was real because I saw that.
No,
on
it's
Twitter.
real.
There's-
That is real, my friend.
That's real. It's real.
You can.
Can we pull it up?
a
Is it something we can
bear.
watch
Is it a bear
right now?
insane?
We can't pull that up.
I don't think we could watch it.
Wait,
No,
this
it
is
is
actually-
not-
come on. The Discovery
Listen,
Channel.
it is.
It
It
is.
is not safe for work, and it even cuts
Wait.
the scene off. It goes not safe for stream.
Oh, is it actually not safe for work?
Yeah, they go full on.
Not at all.
No. But they're talking about the game. Are they talking about the trailer? Doesn't show anything, does it?
It shows enough.
I'll see.
They
It kinda
put
just-
that in the trailer.
I'll see if I can find it.
No, there's no way they put it in the trailer. If the trailer's on YouTube, we can watch it. We can watch it here, you know?
Bear scene. Hold up. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, if it's a
Gate
YouTube
3
video,
bear.
we'll be able to watch it here, right? It's a YouTube video.
So I see. I just see bear. Hold up. It's gonna be somebody else reacting to it. So 1 second. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a crowd reacting to it. So 1 second. let
Listen,
me share screen.
all I'm saying is every D&D fan went, "Yep, that's our game."
Yeah, hold up. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yo,
I
what the
stand
fuck
with
is
the bear.
this? What the fuck is this scene?
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, as a D&D player, I was like, yeah.
Did
Bro, I
I
know
was about to
this
say
is
the squirrel better drop
real.
the nut.
All
I was
of
about to
us
say,
are
he
the
better drop
squirrel.
that.
What
He better drop
the
that acorn.
fuck?
I was like expecting that.
He did.
And
He did.
Yeah, that was good.
What the fuck was that? I can't believe that's like an official trailer, bro.
Dude, that's our game, baby. Yo,
Wanna
Heads, we're
fuck
gonna
a
play
bear?
that, right? You down to play
Yeah,
that on stream?
Yeah.
I was what up through it, dude. I transformed into a bear, and that's what I was like, yeah. I was
Dude,
like,
I want to have
Listen,
like a
all I'm
fucking
saying is-
session of that.
Dude, that
All,
shit-
all,
I ain't
all,
fucking
all,
with bear,
all
bro.
I'm saying is,
that's fucking wild. Bro.
you know what?
I'm about to make a few
Good-
Berenstein Bears tonight.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, nah. Goodbye.
He just Doc Lee, dude. He fucking do
Yeah, no,
I
that,
can't do it 'cause my fucking headphones twisting
that
around.
yeah, that happened.
I can't wait for Baldur's Gate 3 now more than ever, honestly.
Who's
Dude,
I know,
surprised?
right?
Yeah, so
But
that's
listen,
what I'm waiting for.
listen.
Like
I have
I don't-
never been more sold on a game in my life because I'm like, look, if you're gonna do that and then make that the trailer, what the fuck else are you hiding in that
Because
game?
like I already own the game, and like I don't really have like very many games I don't want to buy right now. Like there's a lot of like simple ass games where I can like go around and fucking click around and all that shit. But like I'm gonna pull it up actually. I have obviously a BattleBit that I'm gonna play the fuck out of. But there was this other game, look at the T, Starship Troopers Extermination that I was already playing in general that I'm probably gonna go back to and play a bit. Yeah, I mean, I'm chilling. You got to play through Resident Evil 3 at some point. I have to do the other playthrough of Resident Evil 2, like the opposite fucking playthrough. So I've got games. Like I've got a lot of games I got to play. So
Yeah, I got games on my phone. I just don't fucking touch any of them.
Oh, you got any games on your phone?
You got games on your phone?
games on your phone.
You got Fortnite? You got Fortnite? Can I play Fortnite, please?
I'm fucking.
Damn, dude.
I am cooking with my AC off, bro. Holy shit!
Dude, I am actually fucking dying right now. Like
I am
would take
wearing.
my
Okay,
shirt
like
off.
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm not streaming or I'm not doing this podcast, hey, bro, I'm in my boxers. I'm keeping on. Even
Look.
sometimes when I'm streaming, I'm in my boxers. You just don't see me on camera.
Look,
Like
I get the whole this is a better representation of myself deal with this with me going on with this, but listen, I'm just saying one of the best benefits is the fact that I could just be here without a shirt on and nobody knows this. It's
Yeah,
too
don't
fucking
worry.
hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's a nice soothing 77 degrees in here right now.
you're gonna have to translate from metric here. For me, it's not as hot as that, I don't think, but it is 20. Oh, it's 90 Fahrenheit in my room. It was hotter in my
It's-
room than it is. It's 90 Fahrenheit outside, but it's like
I was about to
worse
say,
in
I was
my
like,
room.
it's only like 25 in my room. There's no fucking way it's like 30 in your room right now. You got
No, it's 29. It's 29 outside, In my room, it's worse because I have the door closed and have a PC running. So,
Oh god. Oh god.
yep. And then
Yep.
obviously I don't have the one fucking source of air on, which is the air conditioning, because I have the blinds closed right now. Which it's helping so much, it's helping so much.
Dude, I worried about EU, dude, with all the depressing shit.
Oh
that
yeah,
happened
that's right.
last summer.
How's the second coming
Oh
of
my
Christ
God.
going? Did Satan and Jesus start having the cage match outside yet?
Oh
What?
God.
Oh, what were you saying?
No.
What were you saying, Yorga? The EU depressing. What happened?
Yeah, last year there's like 13,000 people in the EU that died from like heat-related deaths because
Dude.
of like they don't have any
Damn.
AC.
All my
and
guildies
it
don't
gets
have
shit out
AC.
to, like,
Yeah, in the EU.
triple digits Fahrenheit. It's
Holy
crazy.
shit!
Their house windows. So like a Yumi, for example, I was talking to a Yumi on Twitter about this, but like I remember talking to her years ago about this. So one of my guildies, she lives in Germany, and she lives in an old house, and her obviously her house doesn't have AC, like a lot of houses in NA don't have AC either, but like you can get a window AC unit. And I was like, get a window AC unit. But the thing is, their fucking windows are old European windows that aren't fucking suited for fucking AC. And I don't know, the last fucking 5 years, you'd think one of the companies out there would be like, maybe we should make air conditioning units for our fucking old windows. Nobody's done it. At the end of the day, they could still get like one of those shittier AC units where it's like you take like the little valve, you plop it in the window, you close the window on, and like the valve brings in air to like this box unit in your fucking room. And I mean, I think that would work, but like, bro,
So
That's one of the few things the US does well, I think, is AC units.
yeah, I
Yes.
have a window AC unit,
Yeah.
and it's goaded.
well, what
I'm
I was
actually opening my
gonna
window again.
what I was
Yep.
gonna say is like down here, like central air is like a requirement for the buildings now.
Yeah, central.
You know, it's part of like the building code and shit. But the thing is there was I had a friend of mine. He lived in Serbia, and he had the same issue. He couldn't really he couldn't really put an AC unit in the windows. So what he did was because the issue with AC units isn't the fact that they have to be in the window. It's just you need somewhere for the condensation to go that isn't going to cause like a mold problem. And for most places, that's outside. So what he did was he made a catch tray for the condensation because his window his window just wasn't suitable for it. So he built a stand out of some wood, right? And then he built a catch tray for the condensation to come off the unit that would run into a little pipe. And then he had the pipe running along his floor to a floor drain that he had across the way. So you would
Jesus.
see him sitting at his computer, and then there would just be an AC unit on this wooden 2x4 plank setup that he made from scratch by like just crudely hammering some nails in there. So it looked like some dystopian fucking like Mad
the
Max
fuck?
shit. But let me tell you, he had a personal AC unit that kept his ass cool right next to
Where
him.
would
that
the hot
jerked
air
off into
go?
a drain.
Out the back? Just go back into the room?
Well, that's the thing. Because of the fact that he had it set
I
up
guess
so
I'd
where it
go
would
through the
blow out in
drain.
the hallway would be
Oh.
hot as fuck.
Oh
but his
my
room would
god,
be
that
cold.
sounds so
Oh.
inefficient, bro.
Dude, because all the hot air from my fucking room goes outside. Like it's like that's a window AC unit. So
Well, that's the thing.
Fuck.
He had nowhere to send it, so he would just shoot it down the hallway because it was this long linear
What the
hallway.
fuck?
So it would just travel to the hallway, and like you would walk, like in the way his house was designed, it was a small house. So like he had the living room, and then he had the kitchen, and then he had this hallway that connected to the two bedrooms. So the living room and the kitchen would be relatively cool. It'd be like, like a nice comfy like 20, 25, 30 C on a hot day. And then you'd walk past what he
Still
liked
pretty
to
hot.
call the heat tunnel. The hallway would be a consistent 34 degrees Celsius, and then his room would be like 20.
I'm in the hallway of hell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, that shit's on fire, man.
He would joke about it. He'd be like, "The best part is I'd warm my food up in the kitchen, and it'd still be hot because of the hallway by the time I got to my desk."
What
dude,
the
yeah,
fuck?
because like I keep my room at a crisp 21 degrees C, and I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. It's not like too. I don't like to
Mr.
go
Cat,
too cold.
You are causing
yeah.
a plethora of problems.
Fuck
What are
him.
you doing? What are you doing? They can't even see you. when you're being a
Holy
little whore.
shit! I think. I'll be honest. I think we can call it there. I think we can call it there. Honestly, that's been a
Yeah,
minute since
yeah.
we've done a podcast.
Yeah, we can.
We haven't.
was
We have
awesome.
like honestly, it was just a natural fun dude. We want to do this stuff more often. It just scheduling just didn't work out.
Yeah. Wait. How long have we? Oh my god, we've been going for like 2 hours. Holy shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
2 hours.
So Yorga, why don't you fucking tell people where they can find you?
You roll out the red carpet, bro.
Yeah, man. twitch.tv/count____Yorga. Because I didn't want
3
numbers in my name.
underscores. I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
I didn't want numbers in my name. I hate numbers in my name, and
Respect.
yeah, the other ones were taken. And then so
That's
I'm
for
streaming
RuneScape.
like 15 hours a week, usually like midnight EST roughly. And Saturdays it's like 10 p.m. EST because event time. But
We'll have
then
it linked down below too, just because.
yeah, and then my own YouTube channel, I could link that later probably. And then
Yeah, you link it to me, and I'll link it in.
yeah,
description.
and shout out to Port and Ness who have been working with making these YouTube videos. We have a viral SpongeBob and Patrick like YouTube short that has over 4 million views with my voice in it, and it just fucking floors me.
Holy
And he's
fuck.
like, he went
Fucking
from
awesome.
he went
Congrats.
from 1K subscribers to like 21K subscribers currently, and
That's
it's still in
wild.
the algorithm. It's been in the algorithm for like 2 weeks, and
my
it's just been
God.
popping off. It's like, so
Well,
we're
that's
filming
one of my
something really cool
shorts.
right now
You know?
that's like taking like a lot of time. And by the way, we need full body actors if anyone's available. So we're filming all these scenes of VR chat with the delay and shit. So we're doing practices. We're doing timing. I've learned a lot about film work and adjusted my like filming bit rates. So my new videos are not going to be as shit. They're going to actually like look decent. But yeah, and you can also see me on Rafflegator stream in the lobby on occasion where we do RP and sometimes hangouts and stuff like that. So it's about where I've been recently in the past few months. It's been a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And once again, thank you for coming and hanging out with us on this podcast. Welcome to Exile, my friend.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I definitely I always like talking about everything I'm doing. So I definitely like talk about the podcast over the next week until it releases and stuff, post it in probably just post the content section of my Discord. So a few more people will watch it or something, give them something to listen to.
Dude.
So.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, honestly, we're gonna hopefully be back to a weekly upload schedule. Thank you, Yorga, for coming on. Next week, we're gonna have Lazzy the Dino on
Yeah.
for the podcast.
That guy's got a lot to
should be
talk about.
funny. Yeah, I've already got some questions for him too. Should be interesting. You're always welcome to come on a future podcast. I'll probably harass you at some point in the future to come on.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could talk about my first roommate from last year alone for like 3 hours. That guy is a nutcase, dude.
Roommate
Dude.
podcast.
Probably ask you
Roommate
about him
stories. Let's go.
But yeah, that guy is an enigma of a man. I don't understand him.
Oh,
Sounds like the kind of dude where you'd be like, "Hey man, what you doing?" I don't know, bro. Vacuuming the dishes.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt he'd do something like that.
all right, boys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a nice fucking week, and we'll see you guys next week. Ciao.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.